What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the last stop of the 2018 Injustice 2 Pro Series. We're your commentators, Shy Guy and Jester. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here tonight. We got SoCal Regionals, all the top players in the building. This is so crucial for our Pro Series because one mistake, one fault can knock you out of the race to make that final stop.
Yeah, I mean, right now, so many players are fighting to make those top 12. This is their last chance to do it. Those that are, like, really close, that are, like, in the 14, 15 spot, like, this is their chance to make it. If not, then they have to rely on the last chance qualifier, which is right before the event. And a lot of players are going to see right now, Samij sitting down. Yeah, who's his opponent?
This is a Daddy Dab.
Dab.
So Dab, of course, no one to sleep on. He was an emergency registration, got thrown into this pool yesterday.
Oh.
Yesterday. So Samij really has a tough opponent to start off his run with. Of course, Samij already has quite a bit of points for the Pro Series. But Dab, he's really trying to fight his way into that top 12 and knock somebody out of their spot.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, such a collision of styles when you have Superman versus Catwoman. Catwoman obviously wanting to go in. Superman trying to keep that distance. So we go right into it. Started off already trading.
Yeah, so Superman able to just kind of do lasers on Catwoman. But however, he still has that presence right here with that forward 2-3 into the breath of the classic Injustice 1 tech to keep Catwoman at bay, keep up that pressure, even when she's up close.
And that's the good thing. That's the insane thing about Catwoman. She has the tools and the ability to just close the distance so fast with Superman. You see all this damage Samij is doing, putting Superman in the corner as Dab gets the switch on her with the grab.
Yeah, just that down one challenge, gonna activate trade, but great job by Samij there using the interactable just to get out. Gonna confirm it to the cat dash. This should be death, but no, just dropping the combo.
But still gets it anyway and has full cat scratch going into the second round.
Yes, Samij looking good right here in this first game. It is Injustice 2. This is a first to 3, of course. Double elimination bracket, and Samij looking very good to start off our day.
Ooh, nice anti-air as Dab is gonna get out of there.
Yeah, so
nice grab.
Dab fighting back here, just grabbing there.
The air recovery coming so crucial to Dab. He doesn't want to get caught, making Samij spend all his trait.
Just ducking into that forward 2-3 is Samij, and now another down one challenge here from Dab, just not allowing Samij to do anything on the Oki, and a grab is gonna completely obliterate that armor. That trait from Superman putting in work for Dab.
Samij still applying that pressure. Guessing with the cat, we're putting it in the corner. Dab gets out of it. Oh no, no punish from Samij though after the whiffed air grab.
Oh, and I think Dab thought that was gonna end out that round, but unfortunately Samij just backdashing underneath the forward 2-3 into a meter burn back 3. That's all unclashable. First game going to Samij. Very good start.
Yeah, definitely very strong. Dab started to get his way towards the end, but going into the second game, let's see if he's able to do it a little bit earlier. Ooh, bounces off the interactable.
Yeah, unfortunately misses that back 3 after, and a nice tech there from Samij, catching him with that whip, a whip to the face. And now gonna get another setup here, taking him all the way to the corner. 3 forward dashes, why not? I'm Catwoman, but Dab saying, I'm Superman here, take this Frostbeth.
Ooh.
And all corner switch here as well.
Get a lot of damage for putting Samij in the corner. Gets the interactable. Ooh, but Samij just wakes up. Now punishes the whiffed anti-air.
And nice corner switch again here from Samij. Both players just trying to keep control of that corner because it's just so important. And Samij, great bait out on that wake up. Gonna make Dab pay.
Now, I mean, whiffed again with the anti-air grab. Unfortunately, nice break from Dab though.
Gonna go forward 2-3 into trade, but great use of that interactable. We've seen Samij use that interactable in the corner a good amount of times now. The set has just begun. Let's see if Dab can make an adjustment to it.
Ooh, just able to close in just at the end of it to Samij, and here comes the clash.
I'm way more than that.
That was like a just frame cat dash getting into Superman before the laser could come out. She was just too quick, but a forward 2-3. Gonna close out that health bar from Samij. Dab still in this, has 402 health, and it's Superman. 2 combos, and Catwoman is dead.
That's where he does have trade available. But unfortunately, no more clash on Dab's side.
Well, he got a low scoop there. Not sure if that was an input error or not, but gonna eat another whip here, trying to challenge Catwoman in the air, and Samij showing why you gotta be a little careful.
Yeah, you can't you can't, once you overextend yourself as Superman, like as we saw time and time again in that matchup, so punishable, especially Catwoman. She can close the distance so quickly, and that's what makes her so dangerous, especially in the hands of Samij. He needs to really kind of gather himself a little more and not be as risky as he has been.
Yeah, so I would love to see Dab even when he gets that corner, even maintain it, because we've seen all the videos he's putting over on YouTube. He's got that Superman vortex down, and the things that Dab is doing with this character are opening people's eyes again. I just hope we can see a little bit here, but Samij is wanting to put a halt to all of this and just keeping on the pressure, keeping on the damage.
So I'm going to get some distance.
Samij gonna burn all that trait there. Oh, nice challenge again from Dab. I love the way he's challenging with these down ones, but I would like to see him keep up some pressure after.
Ooh, good air recovery to stay out of the meter burn cat dash.
I think he just interrupted the forward two. That was sexy. 352, nice wake up there from Dab, and that's gonna be Chip.
Tip jam is going to be so deadly in this game.
Yeah, so just is one of those few games where Chip can lead to the health bar. It can win you the game, and with characters like Catwoman and Superman, where Superman has those full screen lasers to chip you out with, Catwoman has all this, all the scratches. She's just scratching at your chest, scratching at your face. It's gonna hurt, and it's hurting right now for Dab.
Samij is putting in the work right now. It's really on a roll, not letting Dab get anything going.
Trying to get him with the forward three, that would have been unclashable. Samij really has to be careful here, but there's the clash.
I've killed mice braver
Do you
than
think Samij is going to let him get any health back?
He has that gray bar to spend. Why would he? This is all free damage that Samij is getting, and just like that, the down two into the jump whip is going to close out that set. 3-0 for Samij.
Yeah, definitely a very strong showing from Samij, ready to start off the day. I mean, Dab, unfortunately, couldn't get anything going. But like you mentioned, it is a double elimination tournament, so he's not done yet. He still has a chance.
Yeah, so Dab not out of this at all. Still has a loser's run to make, but it's going to be tough. These pools today are stacked.
So many players are here. I mean, as you see in the crowd right now, you have Sonic Fox. We just saw Samij. We have Rewind, who is actually coming up right now against Han Rashid.
And
we also have Scar here. Oh, just so many players.
Yeah, we have Tweety in attendance. We even have some veterans from the game. We have DJT, I saw walk in. Honeybee's back there somewhere with Toxin. And it's just so exciting to see all these top players here in SoCal. And now Han's coming up to try to defend the territory.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's definitely established himself as the SoCal guy. He's the guy you have to really look out for, aside from Nubcakes, who's also in this tournament.
Yeah, I can't forget about him.
Can't forget on Nubcakes. You know, Han definitely one of those players that's just always been consistent since the start of the game. He's one of those players that is always fun to watch because he finds like some of the broken stuff and he tries to exploit it as much as possible. You know, which is what you should do. But
yeah, exactly.
He does it. The way he does it can really mess with his opponent's mind.
Yeah, Han likes to do a lot of the little things that throw off your opponent. Yeah. He's really good at spacing. It's one of the reasons why Robin is such a great character for Han, because he has some of the best tools, most farthing forward advancing normals, has very good tools in the Batarang and could get tricky with the Birdarang on the floor. And it's a character that works really well with Han, but his opponent is Rewind, the Evo champion. The Evo champion, 2018. Rewind want to defend his crown.
Of course.
Wants to get another tournament win here in SoCal. And you know Rewind's no one to sleep on. He plays a multitude of characters, and he's great with all of them.
Yeah. I mean, he's, like you said, Evo champion. He's riding a big wave of momentum right now, especially going into this tournament and looking to continue that going into the Injustice Pro Series finals. As we mentioned, this is the last stop before Last Chance qualifier. This is the last stop for anyone to make it into the top 12. Get that guaranteed spot.
Yeah, to guarantee your spot. This is the last chance to accumulate those points. And like we said, for some of these players, this is the tournament to perform in.
Yeah.
For players such as Nubcake, such as Silvereye, Tekken Master. This is the tournament where you need to play your best.
Yeah. You see right now, Catwoman versus Robin to kick it off.
So it's going to be a button check real quick. And this is a matchup that Han, he has played a lot. We do have a Crazy who used to come to our locals here in SoCal as well. So he does know the matchup fairly well. And of course, there's always the online series that Injustice has.
I mean, to your point also, right? Robin is one of those characters that can really get in on you. He has some amazing tools like the Birdarang. Obviously, you can explode it, you can bring it back. Like, there's so many ways you can mess around and also teleport, obviously. But when it can really keep Catwoman at bay. Catwoman likes to play aggressive, and if you have a Birdarang placed correctly and you use it in the right situations, it's gonna stop her completely and help Han so much in this matchup.
And another thing in this matchup as well is Han and Robin does have that. The down two is kind of good.
Kind of.
It's kind of good. The jump normals are great as well, and he also has the tools to outspace Catwoman. And look at this big boy damage too. He might be.
Ooh, catches tries to jump up with the Birdarang. Such a good angle.
Yeah, that Birdarang, a multi-purpose tool here for Robin. It's like that little tool they give the Boy Scouts. You know, the Birdarang going to cover all options here, and now Han's going to close it out. No, just a little bit damage left on the table. And let's see if Rewind can do something with this little sliver of health bar. 9.83, can't take anything, can't take nothing.
See Han trying to close it out, but Rewind keeping that distance, not letting him do it. Ooh, trying to go for the assassin rush. Not working out, and Han finally gets it.
It was funny about how just assassin striking all the way across the screen. But
the disrespect.
The disrespect. And now Rewind here, sitting on basically a whole health bar deficit. And I'm not sure what that was. Maybe he was a little too late on the forward three. Recognized that he wasn't on time, and now just picks it up like nothing ever happened. That good old American reset.
As Han goes with a meter burn forward three, forcing Rewind to clash. As you saw, man, Han knows how to get the most optimal damage with Robin.
Yeah, and Han, he's very good with those forward threes from Robin too, because it does have the potential to cross up. So you have to be very careful when blocking those forward threes, especially from Robin. Not only are they plus, but they might cross you up too.
But see, look what was very interesting that just happened is that Han had the explosive Birdarang in the floor, forcing Rewind to back away from it, putting himself in the corner, having to fight out of it. And fortunately for Rewind, he was able to get out of there and take the light ball off of Han Rashid.
That was a beautiful trip guard there by Rewind. And now another punish here on that trait call, a quick clash.
I'll tell him you died trying.
No more meter for the rest of the round. Ooh.
So clash time here. This is about tied in health bars as well. Han does have the lead in that 2-bar meter, and this could be a good combo here.
It was a little too far. Had to go for the assassin strike.
Yeah, both players just feeling each other out now. Nice carry there by Rewind, and now this could be the set up into death. That's 418. Everything Robin does hurts, and now the down one too into the. Oh my goodness, that's what that was.
Good reaction from Han. He knew the cat dash was coming. He was able to block it and punish it right away. And see who Rewind's going to switch to.
The down one two into DP from confirmed from Han. So nice there just to close out that bar. And Rewind does play Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman known to do okay in this matchup as well. And of course, Rewind has the Black Adam to go to. I think everybody might have a pocket Black Adam still, you know, just.
Look,
just
despite any nerfs, he's still one of the strongest characters. He can do so much damage, especially having an unblockable trait that's just next to you, just to end you. And like you mentioned earlier, the chip damage so important in this game.
Yeah, chip plays an important factor because we see characters like Black Adam, like Starfire, that just will kill you by chip.
You want able to block the Birdarang for coming back.
And nice job here from Rewind, just keeping all this pressure with the trade, trying to Palpatine him as well. And now the forward three cancel, and the air escape gonna make him waste all that bar. This combo is still going, sir.
Ooh, plants throws the drone at him. Gets electricity, trying to stop Robin, slow him down.
Yeah, that black magic just slowed Han down for 1 second because the pressure is not stopping. Oh my goodness.
That jump too, able to close it out on Black Adam. Han has a big life lead right now. Goes to the forward 3 meter burn, forcing the clash right away, immediately.
That was big brain plays there by Han, just reading a forward 1 from Black Adam, reading something and just immediately going with the forward 3, forcing the clash, and now all this pressure hasn't stopped.
No, you really can't. Robin is that character. If you give him any space and they were able to do anything, then it gets problems for him, especially when you get the distance. So Han Rashid playing very smart, keeping it close, applying all this pressure. You want to finally get some offense going. Back 3 to bounce him off the wall. Slams him to the ground.
Yeah, this is Rewind's chance now to shift the momentum in his favor, and that's exactly what he needs. A very smart meter burn roll out there by Han Rashid. And now that trait is there on the floor. Rewind has to be a little careful. That will make some plus.
Trying to get that chip damage rolling. Ooh, good block.
Yeah, Rewind holding it long enough, but now Han just mistimed his jump, and great interrupt there by Rewind. Almost able to close out the health bar, and that's going to do it.
A long road to go, and now Han does have Clash as well. But Black Adam is a character that can do so much damage. Ooh.
Oh no, this might be it though. He's going to meter burn it, and just living with a sliver of health. Meter burning past the lightning. Oh my goodness, Han is... Give us a smile, Han. Smile for the camera for us. There you go. He's feeling himself. Rewind sitting on character select. He plays Firestorm. He plays Wonder Woman. This is going to take some thinking. Let's see if he could tap into the apple right there. Take a little big brain plays out of there.
I mean, it definitely is because he decides to go back to Catwoman, which means he's locked in for the rest of the matchup because it is his last game that he can lose. He can't lose anymore. You know, Han playing very aggressively, not giving him any space. I wonder how Rewind's going to be able to adjust.
Oh, that's a good adjustment already. Trying to bring the fight to Han, excuse me. As I was trying to say that, this broadsword that Robin just pulled out, trying to close out the set. And Catwoman going to do everything in her power to make sure that Han does not take this 3-0.
Yeah, very smart of Han, though. Putting down the explosive Birdarang.
Yeah, just kind of keeping Rewind at bay. Rewind does not want to step over. It has a deceptive hitbox as well. Even if the explosion doesn't touch you, it still might catch you.
Good anti-air and conversion from Rewind. Ooh, did not continue the combo going, though.
Very good here by Rewind to start his offense early. Make sure Han does not get those early life leads he was getting in the first 2 games. And now it's all Rewind season right now.
Oh, the Birdarang from downtown. That's Rewind trying to punish him.
It took so long to get to him. I think Rewind just thought that it was going to fly over him or something, but Rewind able to turn it around and close out that health bar before Han was able to just do any more damage to him. That was so sick.
I mean, strong Robin players are always going to be the most dangerous because they know the angles in which the Birdarang is going to come, which, like we saw, is just such an important tool in Robin's arsenal. As Rewind is putting in the work right now.
Yeah, that was amazing. Confirm off of the interactable swing into the cat dash, and after that, this has just been all Rewind's game. Han has not been able to clash. Han has not been able to close out this gray health bar from Rewind, but he has to do it quickly. Oh, here comes the cat cycle.
He decides to just ride over it.
Yeah, he just ran that boy over. I think you got to add another felony to that list of crimes, Selena.
I mean, this is the important thing right now is that we forgot to mention is that this is the first time Rewind actually took the first life bar.
Yeah, so...
Oh my god. Jumping over the grabs.
That was big brain plays again there from Han, and now he's just keeping all of this a clash pull. He tries to push block the forward 3, but it doesn't work, but... Oh my goodness, Han backdashing after the assassin strike, and great job with the catch out there by Rewind. Why not? Just throw it out, chip him out.
Yeah, I mean, realize how low Robin wants to help. Need to burn the cat dash just to make sure.
A very smart decision there by Rewind. Now Han getting that first hit here. That first bar of meter is so crucial in this matchup because it opens up the opportunities for the big damage plays. If Rewind would have gotten that first hit, that would have been half of Han's health bar. Nice sweep there. Trying to mix them with the sweeps into overhead.
Ooh, Han with the anti-air, gonna use a Birdarang. Ooh, just a little bit too late on the back 3.
Down 2, boys. We're in SoCal. Welcome to sunny California, where we love to down 2 all day. Do not worry about it. We were trained by nubcakes. Just throw it out, brother.
You see right now, ooh, Rewind switching sides, not giving Robin any kind of room to call back that Birdarang.
On Rewind taking a page out of the SoCal book now, down 2ing on his own. And again, Han just dropping that combo in crucial opportunities.
Ooh, interrupts the meter burn, DP.
That's one of the things I've always loved about Rewind's gameplay. His interrupts ever since Mortal Kombat X have been godlike. He knows when to press that 1-1, that 6-framer, and quick flash.
Ooh, very interesting for Han. Didn't want to take a lot of damage here, so is going to use his meter. We're going to spend all 2 to do even more damage.
Yeah, so taking
such chunk.
Yeah, Rewind spending all that cash to take 25% of Han's health, gonna sweep his legs. Watch your shins, Han. You might need some new shin guards. And this is looking bad for Han right now, just getting caught by a cat dash and waking up with the DP.
The universal fighting game move. Wake up deeply. Don't be afraid.
They've been doing it for generations. It should not stop now.
Ooh, the whip is going to close the distance. Catching Han and Rewind's going to... Ooh, no, he decides to air dodge out of it.
And that whip just reaches so far, and now only a true master here, Han Rashid, is going to lose that 4th game. This is going to game 5. Here we go.
As Han Rashid decides to go back to player select. Wonder if he's going to stick with Robin or maybe switch it up. Who knows, but Rewind's definitely gotten into a groove because the first 2 games were very heavily in Han's favor. But now that Rewind saw what Han was trying to do and got used to the way Han's Robin was playing, completely flipped the script as we go into game 5. And it's the same matchup, but we're going to Slaughter Swamp. How do you feel, man? Who do you think's going to take it? It's so close.
This is anybody's game. The first 2 games were decidedly Han's, and now the second 2 games were decidedly Rewinds. This is going back and forth. This is anybody's to take, and it's only our 2nd match of the day, and we're already in a game 5. This is gonna be
It's a good tournament.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great tournament. And now great confirmed there by Han. DP into the meter burn. Gonna do it again. Why not? You gotta watch out when he has meter. And now this is gonna hurt.
And those fighting games are all about momentum, and right now Han has it. Puts down the trap.
Oh, catches him with the burger ring. Oh, a nice down two. Just a little early again from Han, and that Rewind making him punish, making him pay.
Han with a huge life lead right now, and is going to chip Rewind out. Look, all that gray bar right now sitting. Right now, Han's looking really good.
Yeah, that was a good mind game there by Han, staggering the down 1-2s, gets the hit on Rewind trying to press buttons, and then just chips him out with the normals that Robin has. Now catching him with that trait burger ring on the floor. And now Rewind here has some work to do. Of course, Catwoman, a very high damaging character, can do it very easily, just like this.
Like you said, just has the ability and the damage output to be able to just bring it back. Because right now, Rewind not looking as far behind as he did a second ago. But now Han, ooh, the punish from Han has to activate. You have to at that point. So much damage was going to come out.
And now Han sitting on 3 bars. Rewind spending all 4. That's no problem. Han will get those bars back. He has another health bar to work with.
Yeah.
Now they're playing the spacing game. They're playing the nooch right now. Hold up.
Ooh, did not punish Han after the jump.
Oh, a beautiful punish on the interactable there. Here comes Han. He has him in the corner. And this is going to be into a setup as well. What's it going to be? Just goes for a meaty?
Unfortunately for Han, did not have the burner ring available to continue the trap. But Rewind's going to be able to close out the first bar finally of Han.
And now Rewind's working with 501 health here. Game 5. Loser goes into the loser's bracket. And this should be it. If Han manages to complete this, is he going to spend the extra cash? And just 452 with one more hit's going to do it. But Rewind's not going out without a fight.
Han had to spend the cash right there because Rewind was getting that momentum. He's so close. I mean, Han literally has the burner ring available.
Yeah, now anything here is going to do it. Han just playing patient here, wants to pick his spot. Does not want to make a mistake because against Catwoman, she will make you play. And just a down 2 is going to do it. Here we go. Han Rashid taking that 3-2 over Rewind.
Oh, Han definitely playing on another level right now. That was some pretty intense. I mean, like I said earlier, this is all fighting games, all about momentum. Han had incredible momentum. Rewind stopped him, took it all.
Yeah.
And then Han just took it all right back. He went back to character select, took a breather, switched stages up. Probably felt more comfortable with Solid Swamp. Who knows? But he definitely put in the work and showed why SoCal's no one to mess with.
You know, SoCal over here, we're trying to defend the territory. We're no one to sleep on. You know, SoCal, we stay out here grinding. And coming up to the stage, we do have Tweety.
Ooh,
but
Tweety?
It's Tweety going against Zach Robb. Speaking on that last match, again, Han, beautiful gameplay from both players, taking it all the way to the game 5. Momentum, such a big factor. And let's see if Han's momentum keeps on rolling through in this bracket.
And Rewind, like we mentioned, it's a double elimination. Rewind is still in the tournament. He can still make a loser's run. Like we said, Rewind's nobody to sleep on. That was a very close match. Both players were in each other's heads. Like, it was a real chess match at the end of the day.
It literally brought me to the edge of my seat already. We're game 2 in, and I'm already, like, up here, you know? Like.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be really exciting to see. I mean, like I said, Evo champion. Can't sleep on him. He's going to make that loser's run. Going to see how far he goes.
That's how stacked this tournament is. That in round 1, the Evo champion is knocked into losers by one of the SoCal residents.
A lot of SoCal pride, huh?
Yeah, we got it.
As both players are getting ready right now. Tweety trying to keep that coveted spot. I mean, he kicked off the Injustice Pro Series with a win in Combo Breaker, which was a very dominating fashion.
Yeah, he played great at Combo Breaker. We had the pleasure of being there to watch those matches. And, of course, he's been performing well in every single tournament after that. Yeah.
I mean, he got second multiple times, at least top 3. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a guy that's been on a roll, and the 2018 Pro Series has just played on another level, especially, with the addition of Starfire being available to him. He's really found his groove with her, which makes him one of the scariest players out there.
I think Tweety has not missed a top 8 in a tournament that he's attended.
Yeah. So I just keeps coming out.
Yeah, he's
just coming out playing.
Why not?
Taking him. Yeah. It's like you're winning, Do it.
Yeah, if I keep winning, I'm going to come out every single time. Hold up.
And this is, like you said, this tournament has so many amazing players, so many different styles.
Yeah, and here up on your screen, you see Noble Tweeties and Coalition's Zach Robb. Zach Robb also.
He's like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, it's him. Zach Robb also from SoCal.
Yeah. Usually played Bane. Usually plays Bane, but now playing Deadshot? I mean, which is very smart because you have to keep that distance away from Starfire. I mean, Deadshot was the original Starfire.
Yeah, and this is going to be a button check here. But Zach Robb, when the game first came out, Deadshot 1.0 was one of his mains before he started picking up more of Bane. Of course, he had that super hype clip from Wednesday Night Fights. I think it was the very first or second week of Injustice where he did like that 70% Bane combo into a stage transition, and the very last hit of the stage transition killed. So Zach Robb been in NRS games for a very long time, and let's see how he does against Tweety Starfire here.
Yeah, Tweety Starfire is one of the best keep-away Starfires out there. And just look at all that chip damage. See, very smart from Zach Robb. Going low, which avoids the Starfire projectile. Not the Meter Bird version, though.
And this is a full screen mix-up game right here. Zach Robb ducking underneath some things, trying to use the air shot to just stay in the air over the ball. But this is about tied, and they've literally just been trading projectiles. And
they really have. Just a little. The bullet was like right in Tweety's face.
The bullet vanished into another dimension, and Tweety was able to take that health bar before the bullet was able to reach. And now Deadshot just absorbing the energy from Starfire.
See, very smart. I mean, Tweety's projectiles right now are stopping Deadshot when he goes for the crouching sniper shots.
And the great thing about Starfire in this matchup is that she gets knockdowns on Deadshot, while Deadshot really can't get those knockdowns. If you see right here that Starfire is just kind of getting staggered back.
Ooh, gonna have to spend the clash right now.
Zach Robb spending 2 bars there, getting 25% of his health back, and right here activating Blue Trait. I think this is crucial because now he gets the knockdowns. You see how he can now knock Starfire down. She's not allowed to activate her trait because she's getting knocked down.
No. As Tweety takes game 1 over Zach Robb. Like you said, man, it's very.
Starfire.
It was a very good, very interesting. Ooh, he's thinking going Bane.
He's thinking about.
Not a bad choice, especially when you have Venom out. Yeah. Bane having that armor to kind of run through it would definitely help a lot. Because keeping that distance close with Starfire is going to help Zach Robb a lot here in this matchup.
Yeah, Bane does have those armor options. He does have the big boy damage, and if he's able to get in on this frenzy of zoning that Starfire is doing, then he can really make her pay. But a meter burn back 3 is not gonna allow that.
Right now, Tweety keeping that distance, not letting Bane get in whatsoever.
Yeah, And Tweety's doing a very good job of just keeping that perfect distance to the point where Zach can't really press anything, and he just has to walk. And beautiful just frame backdash, avoiding the sweep there from Tweety.
Who just wakes up. He's gonna take the first life bar for Zach Robb.
Looking like Starfire isn't going to need the Team Titans here to take out Zach Robb's Bane.
I mean, he hasn't even used any Venom either.
No, Zach Robb hasn't gotten the opportunity to. Because with the traits, since it's multiple hitting, it's going to burn right through that armor. So Zach Robb really has to choose his spot when to activate the trait.
Jumped over the projectile, but no, Tweety's going to punish him right away, knocking him back.
That Starfire forward 2, just taking her out of the ground, making that move just completely whiff from Zach Robb, and now really
finally activate straight. Ooh, try to meaty that elbow drop, did not work out.
You need a vacation.
Yeah, this is such a scary situation for Zach Robb because even chip right now, the amount of chip that Starfire gets is kind of OD, so it could make this life bar disappear from Zach Robb. But just as I'm saying that, Zach Robb is Bane, so he has the potential to make life bar disappear as well. And this is how he does it. Get a suplex right now. Tries to drop the elbow. Tries to give him the people's elbow, but it does not work.
Already knows Tweety's gonna just chip him out. He decides to go right back to Deadshot.
Yeah, I think he did a lot better with Deadshot because blue trait was making a big difference, and the fact that he could duck under some of the projectiles with the rifle shot was helping out Zach Robb. It wasn't that big of a difference when the game ended, but let's see what Zach Robb decides to do here. What's his game plan?
Getting first hit in meter.
Yeah, and the zoning war is so crucial to obtain that life lead. And now he has blue trait up. See, but even with the knockdown, that still did so much damage after the meter burn. But a beautiful read here from Zach Robb.
Yeah, basically just a war of pretty much keeping the distance.
Oh, and he tried to walk forward using the meter burn projectile. I love the idea. Unfortunately, just not working out. Maybe it was like a frame or two off. That did not work for him. Oh, and he tried doing that the first game, and it's the same situation as game one. Just the bullet's gonna disappear. Ooh. But very smart job there by Tweety. Meter burning the trait just to chip him out, hit him out. It didn't matter.
Zach Robb just out of reach of those projectiles from Tweety.
Yeah,
those lobs.
Yeah, the sparkler not doing its job right now. And again, this is virtually tied, and now Tweety gonna get hit by the blue trait from Zach Robb. And blue trait almost up here. Let's see if Zach Robb could do any more use of it.
No. Zach Robb trying to jump over it, not working out.
Yeah, just these fireballs here from Tweety. The sparkler gonna keep Zach Robb at bay. And this is
so close. But Tweety's gonna take it over Zach Robb.
The war of the zoning. I love the way Zach Robb played that. What could you have done? He fought the zoning war. He fought hard. He fought good.
He jumped a little bit too much towards the end. Took a lot of damage from those lobs from Starfire, unfortunately. But like I said, made it so close. Just one more chip.
One bullet or two bullets, and he would have had it.
Do you think in that situation the blue bullets were more effective than maybe the fire ones?
Yeah, I think
because the fire ones tip damage.
Yeah, I think the blue bullets are just overall in that matchup the bullet to go with, just because of the knockdown. Because if you shoot Starfire and she activates trait and all she does is then what? You're just gonna eat another trait. Matter. You know, it does not matter. She's doing more damage than you. She has more tools than Deadshot now. Yeah. And I think it was a great mindset by Zach Robb, and the way he played it was phenomenal. Can't knock him.
No, not at all. Yeah, it was definitely a valiant effort. I mean, try to go back to Bane and see if he can get close, but Tweety, like, no one to slouch on, like we said, all consistently top 8, like top 2 or 3 at every Injustice Pro Series tournament he's attended, and has just been phenomenal with Starfire. He knows how to keep that distance. He knows how to play it when you're close. That keep away game is disgusting. Because like any time Zach Robb went for the grab with Bane, he was just this far out.
Yeah. His spacing was ridiculous in that set. And even his decision making, when to press it forward to, when to just back up a little bit, when to shoot a projectile because he read that Zach Robb was going to dash in. It was all the little things that Tweety was doing to keep Bane just out of range of when he could do damage.
Yeah. Keep Bane at Bane. So we got next up.
We got Deoxys coming up here against Big D.
Deoxys, one of the best Blue Beetles out there, and the most fun Blue Beetles to watch.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to see how he does
I feel like he was the one that really put Blue Beetle on the map. Yeah. Really made people look at this character again and be like, what were we doing wrong? And Deoxys showed them.
I'll show you right quick.
Yeah, exactly. And now Big D, of course, came out to EVO after a pretty long hiatus, actually. We did not see him at tournaments for a while, and now Big D showed up at EVO, and he showed up, making that top 8, taking out some big names, and just having a phenomenal run at EVO, and backed up entirely by the community, too. It was so amazing to see the hype for Big D.
It's going to be very exciting to see this matchup between Blue Beetle and Poison Ivy, as right now we're going through a button check.
Yeah, so that matchup going to start up pretty soon here. Blue Beetle and Poison Ivy, matchup we don't see too often.
I feel like her plant is going to be a very big factor in this. I mean, no matter what, in Poison Ivy's game plan, having her plan out is going to disrupt anybody, but especially somebody like Blue Beetle who needs to kind of keep that distance, who needs to close that distance and be in your face.
So let's see how Deoxys here, if he's going to choose to like fly over Yoshi, over the Yoshi birds, but of course Poison Ivy does have pretty good air normals. She has tools to contest in the air. I'm just going to eat a shot to the face real quick.
That's what Deoxys is all about.
And we're going to Mix City relatively soon. Here we go. Deoxys already flying all over the place, using that beetle on his back to propel his move, take out his claws, and just keep all the pressure going. And now Big D, nice down one challenge there.
I mean, that's what makes Blue Beetle and the way Deoxys plays him so deadly, is the fact that, look right now, he has the ability to keep him far away with his projectiles, but can bring out the Scarabs at any time and just destroy you up close. But Poison Ivy, you do not want to be in the corner against her.
Yeah, she has so many options in the corner here, and Big D was almost able to take advantage of it, but Deoxys jumping right over, gonna leave him with 17 health left, and now let's see if Big D could turn this around.
Gets him right through the armor.
Yeah, give him a little besito. That's all you need in the morning, just a besito to keep this offense started. Got a new outfit on too. Here we go, Poison Ivy. She's feeling herself, keeping all this pressure, and just
too close to death. Oh, just a little bit of chip damage is all Deoxys needed, but Big D definitely put a lot of work in to bring that gray health bar down.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the beginning of the night. Chip's such an important factor in this game, and there's Yoshi right here spitting all over you. And I like the idea that from Deoxys was able to eat the Yoshi hit with the double hits of armor from that projectile and even hit Big D while he was at it. Another little besito here. You can never
keep going in the corner. Poison Ivy's so dangerous in the corner. Has so many mix-up opportunities. And now her trade is back.
Yeah, and with that tool that NRS gave her in the latest update that happened a couple months ago, she does have the plus frames in the little ball she sends out at you like a Kamehameha.
Fortunately for Deoxys, he's able to hit Poison Ivy, so Yoshi goes away as soon as he comes out.
Oh, and Deoxys getting caught doing an air projectile. That's going to be a punish here from Big D. Give him a big besito now. Here we go.
Back three. In this combo going, trying to put Deoxys in the corner.
Now Deoxys flying away, just trying to wait out the Yoshi because he will turn around. He has the power to turn around.
Yeah.
But not
He's definitely, like I said, he disrupts anybody's game plan, as you see right now. It did disrupt Deoxys. He's going to spend the meter to bring some health back, but Big D takes it right back.
Oh, and he's going to eat a forward 3 on the wake up, trying to jump out of there. And like, I don't want to kiss you this time. Get out of here. You stink now like Yoshi. You've been eating the...
Eyes up here, kid.
Focus, my man.
Going to spend the meter. Deoxys is going to get the attacker bonus.
You're going to get 15% damage down. Again, Big D trying to go with the forward 3, but that's going to work out in his favor. He did get out of the corner, and this is a punish. Oh, Deox is not recognizing it.
This is so close right now. Deox just a little bit more chip damage. And now here comes Yoshi. Ooh, going to disrupt him again, going for the mix-up. It just stops him. He's just trying to interact to go on the other side.
Poison Ivy wins.
Something going on right now with... Maybe he had his buttons wrong, and he was still really close to taking that first game. And the players are having a discussion real quick.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, the moment Big D started getting out his trait, it became very difficult for Deoxys to get things going because Blue Beetle is those characters that once he starts applying that pressure, he doesn't want to stop.
Yeah.
And every time he tried to after the trait was out, it was a big problem. He couldn't do it. He couldn't pressure as much. He couldn't fly around as much. Like he had to be very careful to not get because anytime he got hit, Big D took full advantage of it and got big damage.
Exactly, and we saw the Oxys in the first stage of that match when as soon as Big D tried to call out trait, he shot a projectile.
Yep.
And that completely nullified it because as we all know, when Poison Ivy gets hit, Yoshi's gone. Yeah. So I think it's really important here in this matchup that, as you were saying, that trait does not get to do its job.
Yeah.
If trait is out, no matter how much the Oxys flies, he has to land eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I mean, we saw it a couple times where he interrupted it. Like you said, he interrupted right away with projectile, or the moment it came out, he just hit her. Because no matter what, it's not like you have to press a button for him to spit. He's going to spit no matter what. So, like, so all Big D has to worry about is just playing defense. And he's going to get his opening eventually, especially with the trade out. So that's why you have to be very careful and make sure you're aggressive and make sure they don't bring out the trade.
Yeah, and that's something Big D did do. Like, he capitalized on Deoxys' impatience. So when Deoxys was trying to get in, or tried to jump on Wake Up, he got hit by forward 3. He got met in the air by the jump 2 from Poison Ivy. He was being challenged at every opportunity that Big D saw was a good point to challenge, which smart play.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Big D making big waves at EVO.
Yes.
Making a lot of waves at EVO, and it has really, really stepped up the Poison Ivy game. As you go right back into it, it seems like everything has been fixed.
When Deox is trying to start that game,
Ooh.
exactly the way he started the last one, but it's exactly what we were talking about, Yushaga, that the trait is a factor in this matchup. Now, great confirm here.
Deoxys was just over the last hit of that trait before he hit Poison Ivy, so he was able to continue that combo. Tries to switch sides, Big D chasing him down.
Yeah, that was a beautiful punish on the landing frames there from Blue Beetle and trying to mix them, and I think that was a delayed wake up from Big D, recognizing the mix up and just giving that Green Lantern tech.
Ooh, right away gets hit though.
And I'm liking this approach now from Deoxys. He's picking his spots a little bit more. He's not just flying around trying to get in. He's really making sure that the Yoshi's not there, and then he's going.
Well, this is, even though Big D came out super strong, Deoxys able to finish it out.
Yeah, that Blue Beetle sweep just so good. One of his best, actually his mix-up tools.
Look at how far the spit goes.
Yeah, that thing's going across the map. Don't even worry about it. Now Big D coming in with the meter run forward 3 for the plus frames, and ooh, the spacing right there. Just a walk back into the forward 2, and now this is gonna be death.
So, see, once you're in the corner, Poison Ivy gets that ball out. It's gonna be a bad time for anybody to start getting hit by it.
Yeah,
as you saw that chip.
Once she pulls out that yo-yo, it gets tough because she gets a variety of options after the yo-yo as well. She could go low, she could go for the extension. It's a lot of things she can do. And in the corner, when she could cancel into the plus frames too, it gets even scarier. And then she brings out Yoshi, and you gotta act like Super Mario Brothers up in here, just jumping over the spin. You don't get hurt.
Oh, but Deoxys finds his opening, forcing Big D to use the clash.
Can't crush this button.
Is he gonna tie the clash?
Now Big D with that armor on, he's not gonna take any chip. Only damage is gonna work on him.
Not bad for a rookie, huh?
What would Batman say?
Press the Batman button. As Deoxys does have 1 meter, is going to recover 15% health. This might prove to be very crucial the way they've both been swinging at each other in this game.
Yeah, both players are now out of their clash. Both Big D barely building a bar. Now Deoxys is just sweeping for his life. Here we go. And then one combo is going to do it here. Just a couple hits. Now Big D going to get Yoshi out, but immediately going to go away. And now 1 meter burn. A projectile is going to do it, but just eating that blast to the face.
As we're going right back to player select. See if Big D's going to stay with Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Deox is still not happy about his button. Something's not right.
Blue Beetle.
Deox is just going to let it rock.
Yeah, trying to hear what they're trying to say. Seems that his projectiles aren't working as frequently as he likes.
Yeah, because normally when we see Deox is trying to zone, we see him on the BCF online series. We've seen him on countless online tournaments, War of the Gods. He likes to get that string of projectiles going with Blue Beetle because he could just fire them off so quick. But he's like, I'm going to go to plan B. I'm a mix.
It's a very good plan to have as Big D's going to close the distance, but no, does not combo after the forward 3.
Now just walking back, this walk-off, we're in the Westerns right now, ready to draw.
Well, I think he's still trying to figure it out. Still having issues with this controller. Let's try and figure this out.
And it is 1-1. Deox is...
Yeah, definitely, I mean, as you saw. Okay, so we just got word that they are fixing the issue right now. Going to take their time, make sure everything's good. I mean, even though Deox is up 1 game, still, it's going to be scary when he has everything working correctly.
Yeah, well, it is 1-1 right now. But like you said, this is Deox's with some issues,
Yeah.
which is it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Right?
Like he won and shook his head.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like,
it's
no,
like, damn.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, no.
Which we'll see what's going on, but let's talk about what else is going on today.
Yeah.
We got the rest of this bracket to run still for the Pro Series. Well, who's here? Who we got here?
We got. Gotcha. So we just got word that the players are feeling that the console is lagging, so they're going to swap out the whole console to make sure it doesn't anymore. You don't want to have the best conditions for all of them, of course, because like we said, this is the last stop in the Injustice Pro Series. We have, like we're mentioning, we have a lot of amazing players here. We have Sonic Fox, we saw Tweety, we saw Samich, we have Scar, we have Hayate, Han Rashid, we have Rewind. Like, just name a few. There's so many people here. It's such a stacked tournament.
Illusions over there, White Boy there. And of course, with all these players, you got to make sure that everything's working. Like, with all this on the line, all these points, all this money,
Yes.
you want to play to your full potential. And hey, quick console switch doesn't hurt anybody.
No, it doesn't hurt anybody. But thank you again to everybody at home to tuning into the SoCal Regionals 2018, which is also the last stop of the Injustice Pro Series 2018. It says, like we said, it's just so many people. We didn't even mention Nutcakes here, who's like so close to the top. Like, there's so many people here. It's hard to remember all of them, but
Tekken Master traveled halfway across the world over here to sunny California to maybe get knocked out
yeah.
of the Pro Series.
I mean, that's why he's here. He's here to make sure he doesn't get knocked out.
Exactly. When you have the 12th, 11th, 10th, even the 9th spot, you are not secure right now.
No.
Anything can happen. We saw first round, our second match, Evo champion, sent to losers. And even though Rewind is comfortable with points because he won Evo, that is still a big game changer because now Han Rashid has all the momentum to make a beautiful run and maybe knock someone out.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, that really can boost up the confidence. Beating somebody who just won Evo, one of the biggest tournament of the year in general, and Han is taking him out. Like, he's moving forward with that knowledge now and that confidence to like just kind of run through. And we're gonna see how he does going through the winners bracket. It's gonna be very interesting.
So, yeah, we still have a lot more matches to go to. We've only gotten started. We're running Injustice all the way through, by the way. We're going through pools, going through top 8, right after pools.
Yeah, we're going right into it.
Yeah, we're going right into it. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you're watching at home. We're here SoCal Regionals 2018.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. It's definitely a tournament. There's a lot of people here. We have like we said, a lot of games going on, but we're here for Injustice. Like we got Mortal Kombat arcade machines here. Like it's a good time. It's a good time to be at SoCal Regionals. If you're in the SoCal area, make sure you guys make your way here. I mean, like I said, we're going all day, so there's plenty of time to come by. If you want to come check out the stuff, there's a lot of games going on right now. Here, the O's from the Injustice crowd.
Yeah. So we still got hype going on back there in the Injustice 2 station. We're trying to get the hype back here on the stream.
How could you not get hyped? There's so many people here.
Exactly.
So many people. There's going to be hype everywhere.
Exactly. And yeah, if you're in the SoCal area, you know, in Ontario Convention Center out here, SoCal Regionals 2018, we got arcade machines, all kinds of games for you guys to try out. And we got hype matches being streamed and played all across the stations here. So make sure you come check us out.
Yeah, of course, and make sure you stick around. And of course, the Injustice Pro Series is phenomenal. It has been phenomenal. Also, like giving people opportunities in Latin America and Europe online. It's just, and of course, the last chance qualifier right before the event. Like, there's so many ways to get in there, and you can play with some of the best. Just, it's honestly what I love about the Injustice Pro Series is that it's always stacked.
Yeah.
There's always like scary. There's always death pools. Like there's no pool that's not a death pool.
Exactly, because with these players trying to rack up all these points, they want to show up to as many events as possible to secure their spot. Like, I could either be cool with 100 points chilling, or I could have 500 points. Super, like I'm chilling.
Yeah, no matter what, you're not chilling at the end of the day because like you said, even up to possibly 8th place. Like, you are still in danger if you don't come out and defend those points. Because somebody can easily, like, if you're not there to stop, like, let's say, for instance, I know we used them before, but let's say Nubcakes is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nubcakes, let's say Tekken Master didn't come. Nubcakes does better and knocks out Tekken Master and takes his spot. That's what makes the Injustice Pro Series so interesting is that it's such a long event and points are divided so evenly that you have to come out, you have to defend, and you have to make sure, and you have to make sure you keep your spot, which is, like you said, why Tekken Master came all the way halfway across the world to make sure he gets it, which is why all these players continuously come out. I mean, look at this. Tweety is sitting pretty. He literally is here just for the practice.
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
think he
need
has
to be
600 points.
Yeah.
And
he's like there. Like, that's it. He doesn't need anything else. And he's here because he wants to practice. He wants to play. He doesn't have to defend anything, but because he knows how stacked the tournament is and how good the practice is going to be for the finals, that's why he's here to make sure he gets more confidence and more experience against his opponents.
Yeah, so all the matchups that you play, the more you play against top players, that's how you improve. And for everybody out there that wants to get into the fighting game community, please go to your locals. Please play against these players that you see as top players, because they're here to teach. They're here to get better too. And I love teaching a fighting game because then we learn more as well. You know, like it's like, oh yeah, you blocked this because this. It's a good reminder as to why we're doing the things we do, and we're not just going brain dead pressing buttons.
Exactly. And actually, to your point too, is to bring up Tweety as well, is his game has developed, which makes him even scarier. As we saw earlier with his matchup against Zach Robb against Deadshot, like he knows it's not just spamming. It really isn't. Like, he knows when to keep that distance. He knows when to press buttons. He knows how to act when somebody decides to be up in their face. He knows the spacing, and he's very maniacal and very scary when he starts getting things rolling.
He's very calculated, too, with the projectiles that he chooses to use, when to pop the trait, because the trait isn't unlimited.
No.
So
it's
he's
not.
very selective, and he does a very good job at micromanaging everything. And it comes with experience. It comes with playing. It comes with showing up to these tournaments. It comes with supporting your locals, and it's a beautiful thing, fighting games.
Yeah, of course. And obviously a lot of people are doing great things for Injustice. Aside from the Pro Series itself, we have online tournaments that you can enter. Make sure you stay tuned for those. We have, like you said, locals, all these events going on. And it's just, I mean, like, think about it like this. To be a part of Injustice Pro Series, you could have played on the online tournaments as well, which, you know, of course, I'm sure it's going to come back. But the 2018 Pro Series has been phenomenal for the community. People have showed up and supported it, and you just got to continue doing so, because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what happens. It's like Khan Rashid. Like, who, not to knock Khan Rashid whatsoever, but who would have thought he would have defeated the current EVO champion in such a close match?
Yeah, especially like since Han is one of those people that isn't able to travel all over the place. It's a beautiful opportunity, the online tournaments.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful opportunity to have all these Pro Series events throughout the country, because players like Han Rashid, like Nubcakes, can really stake their claim and get that spot. Because if Han wins this tournament tonight, he's in.
He's in. As we're going right into the matchup, we have everything fixed.
Yeah, so everything seems good to go. The console has been switched out. Still 1-1. Deoxys Big D, winner side of the bracket pool, G8-2.
They're getting a lot more comfortable now, getting a lot of damage, gets the bounce. Spent a lot of meter, but got a lot of damage to Deoxys.
And let's see how Deoxys feels about, and Big D feel about this console here. Trying to get a confirm off of the hit on the air projectile.
See Poison Ivy switching sides on him. Keep this damage rolling, trying to close the distance. Trying to meter burn through, but good defense from Deoxys. Then gets opened up, very close to the corner.
Yeah, he just gets clipped by that third forward 3 thrown out by Big D. And now Yoshi is out. Deoxys is doing all he can to make sure he doesn't get a hit. And even though he eats the hit, he's still going to eat a forward 3. Give him a besito.
Now it's scary, like you said, in the corner is Poison Ivy. Ooh, he decides to go for the interactable and meter burns to get the freeze.
3 hits of armor.
3 hits of armor.
Why?
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, so Big D even used the 1-1 string from Poison Ivy, which is the quick jab, still not enough. And now Deoxys is rolling with this gray bar right now. 52 health. And just putting on the damage still, but great job by Big D closing it out quick enough to minimize it.
It's a lot of extra credit that Big D got. See, Deoxys switch sides.
And now here comes the pressure from Big D. Trying to go for a down 2, and now, ooh, that reached so far. Poison Ivy able to extend her forward 3, getting with the tip of her toe. Eat this heel right now.
Deoxys gonna switch sides, keeping that distance.
And a down 1 challenge into the sweep.
Good block on Big D from the shield bash. Ooh, did not connect after hitting the anti-air.
Yeah, that down 2 covering so much space in the air by Poison Ivy, but unfortunately Big D not able to take advantage.
I'd rather do this.
Spend the meter. So much damage. Oh, he's so close to death.
Yeah, just 1 meter burn projectile here from Deoxys is going to kill, but he might have to save that bar for the clash.
Ooh, but just he's so close. I mean, that's very unfortunate. When you clash with no meter and your opponent does, he's gonna have to spend it. Now, obviously, we saw the fruits of that labor. I mean, left him what 6.5 health. So it's such a good tool, but you need to have the meter in order to keep yourself in there.
So meter management, a big part of any fighting game, and especially in Justice when you're forced to bet your meter when you clash and really either take some health or take away some health from your opponent. All those meter managing skills you learn from other fighting games really come into play, because not only that, you have meter burn roll in, you can roll out with 2 bars of meter.
Yeah. You have the air escape, but it does take 2 meters. It's a lot, but you can get yourself out of very, very sticky situations.
And then, of course, if you want your big damaging combos, what do you need?
Meter burn specials.
If you want an armored normal move, what do you need?
Meter burn 4-3, back 3.
There you go.
A lot of 3s.
That's a lot of meter.
Yeah, Injustice. What makes Injustice such a great chess match is, especially like you said, you need to have meter. First hit, you get meter.
Yeah.
You can literally get a tap, get a meter, and then you can just continue the combo going.
Just hit him with a down 1 real quick, kick him in the shins,
Yeah.
and hey, you got a
get
bar.
a little trip, and just keep it going. Because I know we're figuring something out. I think still probably issues with the setup right now for both players.
So, as they get all that settled,
Yeah, right now it's 2-1 Deoxys side. Not sure how they're going to resolve this, but we're still here.
so the Injustice 2 Pro Series, final stop here at SoCal Regionals 2018.
In beautiful. Cool. So we just got word that we're going to take a quick break as we figure this out. But don't go anywhere, guys, because we're going to come back with some more amazing Injustice Pro Series action. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 2018 Injustice Pro Series here at SoCal Regionals. So we got everything situated right now. Deoxys and Big D are finishing their set off stream. And right now we're loading up with a really good match that I'm excited to see. Katana Prime versus SCR.
Of course, we're used to hearing Katana Prime, but now we're going to get to see Katana Prime play some Wonder Woman. a woman that has a special place in my heart as well. It's nice to see some Wonder Woman gameplay up in the Injustice 2 Pro Series, but he's got his opponent Scar right in front of him. Echo Fox Scar.
Yeah, Scar definitely no one to sneeze at, but KP, a veteran, an OG in the game, no one to sleep on. He's trying to prove that he can commentate and be one of the top contenders in this.
Yeah, and we've seen him do it before. He made top AIV now. He's had good performances at Combo Breaker. He had amazing gameplay in the first season of the Pro Series as well. And let's see if he could keep it up. Wonder Woman and Super Power Girl, excuse me, in this instance. It's a matchup where she has to walk in, but that shield, of course, an amazing tool no matter what matchup that Wonder Woman plays. And a nice down 1-2 into the 2-2-3. That's plus. That's plus. The thing about Wonder Woman, though, that I would like to see Scar do is that everything that what she does that is plus besides his shield bash has a gap.
Yeah.
So he can interrupt. And let's see if he's able to pull that off or just keep her at bay right here with the lasers.
Yeah, Supergirl has some great tools to keep pulling away from them and also punish them if they try to go for anything too swaggy. But KP sitting with full bar right now.
Oh, catches Scar with the overhead, cancels into the forward 3. This is going to be big damage, but unfortunately dropping the ender. Could have ended it with a shield bash there since he was a little low. And the meter burn trait.
That's going to be able to take care of KP here.
You got to be careful with that shield from Wonder Woman. It is a mid projectile and a down 2, boys. Welcome to SoCal, KP. Here we go. Scar taking the page out of us.
Was able to switch sides, but then backing up. Doesn't want to get too close to Wonder Woman. Doesn't want to give her the ability to close in.
That's the thing about Wonder Woman as well. That her shield toss does not go full screen, but right now with that trait, she will blow up the projectile from Supergirl.
Yeah. Which is why Wonder Woman is such a great character. She has so many tools in her arsenal. That's very situational. Like earlier we saw KP bring up the heels of Helios, which allows him to get that air dash. Right now doing a lot of damage. Ooh, did not continue after the meter burn shield.
He misses forward 2-3 there.
Control your temper. I'm not that kind of girl.
That would have launched them into the air for big damage, and now KP gonna try getting a shield toss, but gonna eat a laser instead. Very good space control here by Scar, and now that normal has always been so good for Supergirl, has not changed in the entire lifespan of this game.
Ooh, KP absorbs it. Very smart. Ooh, but then just Power Girl immediately jumps up, is gonna take care of that. So we go into game 2. He's adjusting.
Yeah, I like the use of the shield bash to try to get in more space. Nice cross-up jump over 1 there by KP, and again missing that back 3 after the launcher, and gonna get sent back to full screen. Now, again, Scar. This is gonna be Scar's game plan. He has to just walk away from Wonder Woman, stay out of the shield toss range, and then hit her with the laser.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Wonder Woman has a great mid game, especially with the lasso too. Is able to keep Scar in the corner and switch his sides.
Oh, that was going to be a wake up there from Katana Prime, and nice bag. That's exactly what I was talking about. If you make her whiff that move, it's going to be a punish. And great recognition there by Scar, and beautiful confirmed by Katana Prime. I am not just a commentator.
What a good DP to wake up on Super Power Girl after the miss.
Yeah, and that.
Ooh, just jumps over the EX prospect.
Ooh, and that whip is going to bring Scar right back down to the ground, and a down 2, boys. Again, going to stop all the momentum here from Katana Prime. Going to get the side switch here is Scar.
Ooh, good punish from KP. Going to get a lot of damage here. But Scar forced to use the clash right there. He's getting a lot of health back, spending 2 bars.
Yeah, going to get 25% of that life right back. KP has not activated his trait yet this match, excuse me. I tried to catch him with a preemptive down 2 on the jump. That hitbox so active, but that should do it. Ooh. Picks it up.
Switch sides. Let's go. Did it anyway.
He did it on purpose. He wanted to switch sides. Wanted to go under real quick, get across it. Oh, that should be a punish. Ooh, KP could have punished that with a down 2, but instead misses it down 1-2.
Scar keeping that distance.
Yeah, unfortunately, KP is just eating a couple of lasers straight to the face. It's not going to help his chances right now. Still sitting on the life lead.
Ooh. It's going to keep him in the corner.
Again, walking right into a laser.
Scar being very relentless with the spacing. But KP does have full meter.
Looking under another laser. Again, SCR, this is going to be his game plan. He can keep the space. Just wait for this trait to recharge. Wait for Katana Prime to make a mistake. Catch him doing a down 2 into an air laser. Just so many options with the laser that SCR has right now.
Ooh, able to get the down 2 and gonna get the screen transition going into Arkham.
Yeah, we're going in Arkham. And I don't think Wonder Woman or Supergirl want to be in this spot right now.
Ooh, it's the freeze, and that's, ooh, just gets out of the way.
Another down 2 there from SCR. I love the way that SCR is using that down 2 to challenge, because since the nerf from a down 1 on Supergirl, it's not as fast as it used to be. It's, I believe 9 frames now, and the down 2 is their fastest tool. So good job using their challenge.
Just run right back into it.
Now KP getting things started off with a throw. That's exactly what he needs. Has to keep all this momentum going and not let SCR walk away from him.
Goes to the other side, gets the Frost Breath. Gonna bounce him off the wall. Ooh, good air recovery. Gonna punish SCR here.
Oh, it's gonna be a nice combo here as well. 243 has the corner positioning now. And now Wonder Woman needs to find her sweet spot. Oh, but unfortunately putting himself in the corner is Katana Prime.
Freezing, keeping him in there. Now this is different. We saw SCR keep the distance a lot, but now he's keeping it up close. Gonna get the Frost Breath here. Switching sides, keeping KP in the corner.
You see KP decides to wake up, and no, he doesn't, but great blocks. And unfortunately getting tagged by the last hit of that 1-1. Not gonna catch him with the shield. This is still anybody's life bar to take, and just like that, as I am speaking, SCR decides it is his turn to take that life.
SCR definitely mixing it up here. I mean, most of this match, we've seen him keep it away, and then we saw right there, he's just applying all the pressure and damage in the corner.
And now he goes back to the original game plan, which is the lasers, but great blocks here by SCR again. Really controlling the pace of this matchup, forcing Katana Prime to walk in, forcing all these mistakes on his end, and just capitalizing.
What's very good, what was very interesting what SCR is doing is anytime he reacts to KP, Meter Bird rolling in to close the distance, and SCR just able to keep it away anyway. Gets the Frost Breath again.
Yeah, and he's keeping all of this unclashable. SDP wake up there from KP, and that should close out that health bar. The back 2 into the whip grab. There's a good amount of damage. If you choose the meter burner, he could take off a good 25% just like that.
And also KP does have Clash available now and a lot of meter.
Oh, and again, I think this is going to do it. The
Yes,
meter
it
burn
is.
forward 3 into the back 3. Very good set by those two. Just a couple mistakes that SCR was really able to take advantage of.
Yeah, definitely. SCR played his game plan at the end of the day, and that's what you really have to do is you have to force your opponent to play your game.
Yeah.
You can't let him play theirs. And whenever KP did get a little bit of it, took full advantage of it, applied so much damage, and really made SCR rethink. Because like we saw, for the first 2 games, SCR was keeping that distance. Didn't, like, no matter what. Even if he had corner, he was like, I'm just keep this. I don't want Wonder Woman to do anything crazy because, you know, then anytime he was close, KP, you know, DP, get some damage in, like switch sides. Anytime SCR whiffed. The third game is when SCR really went in on the corner, didn't give him any breathing room, completely changed because that can really mess with you. Like first 2 games, you're like, man, I have to close in on him. I have to find an opening.
Yeah.
But now it's like I have to defend.
Yeah.
Like that's what made SCR so dangerous in that match.
Yeah, exactly. He really got that mix going in the corner with Supergirl with the flow cancels going over to the other side. I got opened up like 5 times. Like it's tough. It's tough. And great showing there by KP getting knocked into the losers bracket. We're getting the next match set up for everybody right now at home. And of course, we still got a long day ahead of us.
Yeah, like we said, I mean,
we're not slowing down.
We're not at all. Like we said, we see some of the best talent like that that the Pro Series Tour has to offer already. We still have some that we haven't seen yet. We still haven't seen Sonic Fox. We still haven't seen Tekken Master. We still haven't seen Hayate. We still haven't seen Gross, who's also here. It's like,
and right now, I see coming onto the stage, we got Illusions coming against Happy Pal, I believe.
ooh, okay.
Yeah, so another man from across the way,
Across the pond.
Across the pond, that's the term, right?
Across
Another
the
man
pond.
from across the pond just coming out here, trying to get those points. Really, this is the day. the day to do it. This is the day where you need to come across the pond and just play out of your mind.
You have to. I mean, in any, like we said, in any Injustice Pro Series event, it's always stacked. You have to play on your mind and make top. But especially now, as you mentioned, this is the last stop. Like, if not, you have to win the last chance qualifier, which is even tougher.
Which, anybody that does not do well here and they haven't made it, guess where they're going. Yeah. They're taking a flight over to the East Coast over the ECT.
Like we said, it's Justice Pro Series has been great for the NRS and obviously the Injustice community because people have just been coming out in groves, playing, supporting this game that we all love. I mean, who doesn't love seeing Robin beat up Catwoman or Poison Ivy and Blue Beetle? Like, these are just matchups that are just sick to watch.
Yeah, and I think up next we're going to have a Flash come out. A little bit of fun
Flash
for everybody out there,
Flash is like one of the funnest characters to watch. Like, he really is.
It's like, yo, this guy hits hard and he's moved fast, and he's like, yo, this is so hype. I love watching Flash, except when he's hitting me with combos and doing 50% of my own.
Then I can't do anything about it.
I'm just watching, I'm not even playing anymore. I get hit by a Flash setup. I get cross up forward 3. It's
good stuff.
It's fun times.
Yeah, it's a good time.
On this end of the screen, it's amazing.
It's amazing to watch. Yeah. I mean, I remember 2017 Evo when it was Honeybee versus Dragon. His Flash was phenomenal, that matchup. Like, everyone's like cheering along with every kick. Like, it's just good stuff. Honeybee's also here.
Yeah, Honeybee is here, putting in some work over on the stations off stream. Even his brother here.
Yeah, Biohazard.
Biohazard here as well. He's in second place with the Pro Series, just coming out for the matchup experience again. No one stops grinding in this game. Nobody wants to fall behind because the gap will increase quickly.
Yeah. And also, you want that good seeding, that good young seeding.
Yeah, you wanna like at least feel good about. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm on a flight and I'm driving, and it's like, yo, I need to play good today. Like, that's a tough mentality to come into.
It is. Anytime you travel.
Yes.
Anytime you travel. I'm seeing Green Arrow versus Flash. Button checks going on right now.
Yeah, so this matchup right here, of course, Green Arrow going to want to just shoot arrows at the knee of Flash, keep him from running. And then, of course, Happy Pal's going to want to get in there, do big damage, mix, and one of the best Flashes out there to do that.
I mean, Flash is definitely not an easy character to pick up. Anytime you play a good Flash, it's always a treat.
Yeah, so Flash has... It takes some execution on his combos. And even the Speed Force combos, it might look easy to just do like 4 kicks in a row, but the timing is very specific. And if you mess up, time is slowed down for you. So but there's no more time for you to input that move.
No. Yeah. Like, you have to be on point. Yeah. And you have to make sure everything is, like you said, inputted correctly at the right time. Like I said, it's not easy. And then the trait goes away so quick. You have to take full advantage of it, and you have to make sure that you are as precise as humanly possible. Because if you're not, then you pretty much wasted it.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, that trait from Green Arrow, also a big part of his game plan. He does get to load up multiple arrows. He has his Flame Arrow that gives him a knockdown, does more chip. It hurts.
Yeah, the Electric Arrow that stuns.
Yeah, the Electric Arrow that stuns. That's some continued combos as well. And, of course, the favorite arrow from Injustice 1, which is the Ice Arrow, has now kind of fallen back a little bit. Yeah. Not as much use. People use more the Fire Arrow and the Electric Arrow. But let's see how Illusions, who played very well last season, and this season now trying to find his footing again, hopefully he's got it for today.
Yeah. As both players figuring something out. But what I find great about this matchup is you have you have 2 characters that are complete opposite sides of the spectrum. You have Flash, who just wants to be close, who wants to put damage on you, who can close the distance very quickly. And you have Green Arrow, who has the easiest projectile to shoot out. It's
it's a button.
It's a button. No inputs. It's a button, and it's infinite.
Can you press 4 or circle? Can you do that? Yes?
yes, you can play Green Arrow.
You got it.
Not just kidding. He takes a lot too. I mean, he also has a lot of tools as well to close distance.
It's that same thing we were talking about with Tweety Starfire, selectively picking which projectile to use, because of course he has just a low shot where he could duck in the projectile, shoot you in the knee. He has the standing arrow where he's able to just shoot a normal high projectile. But he also has the up arrows. He has the jump back overhead arrow. Like, there's so many choices that you have as the Green Arrow player, because it's a two-way street. Not only do you have to make a read, but the Green Arrow is also making the decision about which projectile to use, because if you miss, you're probably getting punished, especially by Flash.
Yeah.
He's the fastest man alive. He's closing that space. He does not want that full screen distance.
Exactly. And also, Green Arrow does have the ability to close it as well with his slide.
Yeah, and that slide, the meter burn version, very good too for not only getting that second hit, but doing an overhead as well. And chipping out and sliding across the screen.
And also, we can't forget Green Arrow's biggest and strongest tool, the boxing glove arrow.
Oh my goodness! How could I not mention one of the best things about this game in the boxing glove arrow? Oh my goodness, I forgot about it.
So good. The hardest of knockbacks. You know?
The hardest of knockbacks, a 25% chip, it's something ridiculous, like 10%.
Yeah,
or
it's still
something,
too much.
Yeah,
It's great though.
and it's unfortunate that Green Arrow, a lot of Green Arrow players decide not to go with boxing glove, but they'll decide to spend their meter otherwise, because he just has so many ways to spend it. He could he even has like that jump over in the corner into the EX down arrows. What side is that hitting on?
Mm-hmm. Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. I got opened up too, bro.
I got opened up doing it.
Yeah, like you ever play somebody and you ask them, like, oh, what side was that on? They look at you like, I don't know, dude. Like I used to play Marine and he played Flash. I'd be like, bro, was that a cross up or not? He's like,
Well, figure it out.
cool, thanks. I'll go lab that.
We'll have it. We'll figure it out somehow. But no, Flash is like you said, Flash is just a character, and also he has tools against projectiles as well. He can kind of phase through and let them go through, and also in turn building meter off of it.
And of course, meter for Flash is amazing because he has the fastest super in the game. Where press anything, I'm gonna super you.
And he punishes
punishes
anything.
Punishes anything. Like, oh, why would you try standing lighting there, dude? What are you doing? I'm a super.
What do you think is gonna happen?
What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, you jumped super.
Yeah.
Like you can't block in the air.
Yeah, it's something scary that Flash gets once he gets all 4 bars, and of course he needs the meter to extend his combos and do the trait call mid combo, and very very scary character is Flash.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see as we figuring out some stuff here right now as well. It's good stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream at home. Thank you again for joining us here on the Injustice 2 Pro Series, the last event before the Last Chance Qualifier, and then the finals, and also here at SoCal Regionals 2018. If you are in the Ontario area in California, make sure, hopefully, we're going all day. Come by.
We ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere. We're here. We're hanging out. We're going all the way till top 8, and we're finishing top 8 all today. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so and if you can't make it out to Ontario, of course, check out the stream at NetherRealm Studios. And for more action after, check out Level Up Live. Of course, you could always follow me or Shy Guy here on Twitter.
Right there.
Right down there.
Right there.
So if you want to know when the streams are going live or any little updates that we might post, go ahead, give us a follow there.
Yeah, good stuff. So, like I said, just figuring some stuff out. Just give us just a couple minutes. Bear with us. Make sure we have the best quality for all our players.
Yeah. Of course. We've been talking about it all night. It's not even night yet.
No.
this convention center got
started early. But what's really cool is that we started out the day early, but as we're seeing as time is going on, the place is really filling out. We have a lot to do here as well. We have plenty of games, plenty of casual setups for you to play. We have a nice arcade where we have old school Mortal Kombat.
The SCR arcade?
SC arcade.
Yes.
See what happened there? We have, if you have a fight stick and you want to, make some modifications or want to upgrade it, we have a station here.
I mean, if your fight stick isn't pretty, are you really?
No, you're not.
Are you really playing it?
You're not.
You gotta get like the little
It has to be,
on top.
yeah, you have to make sure your buttons are swagged out.
Yeah.
If you have lights, you have to make sure the lights are dope. You have to do a lot. What I really do enjoy about the convention center is that this even though they don't allow outside food, there is a food place in here.
Oh, literally in here. Like when I walked in, my first question was that does that open? I was about to be in there, dude.
No, but it's a lot of fun here. If make sure you guys, if you are in the area, like I said, we're going all day and also more tomorrow as well. But Injustice all today. If you want to come by, check it out. See all the players in action, like some of the best players around the world, as we keep mentioning. It's a good time. It's a good time.
It's an amazing time out here. Even just to spectate, come watch.
It's hot outside. It's nice and cool in here.
Oh man,
it's nice. I like it.
It's hard to live out here without AC.
And so going into the Injustice Pro Series, and as we're heading into finals, which is happening pretty soon, how do you feel it's turning out? Like, who do you feel has the best chance to take it?
The entire series.
The entire series. Like going into today, like right now.
I gotta give it a Tweety.
Yeah.
His improvement from season 1 to season 2. It's like two different players even.
Yeah, it's like night and day.
It's like night and day, and he's put in the time, he's put in the effort, and he's put in the hours traveling onto all these events and putting in that work.
Yeah.
That at this point it's kind of hard to stop.
It is. Tweety is definitely one of those players that when it's tournament time he's here, he's traveled for it, like he plays on another level, like he's galactic brained all the way.
Yeah, but if I was going bias, I'm going upkicks, you know? we got to represent.
Seems like we have everything situated as we're going into the matchup. It's again Flash versus Green Arrow.
Yeah, so let's see if this is done with the button check. Yes, it is. We're going into this now. So winner sides of these pool brackets, and it's Happy Pal going against Noble Illusions. Happy Pal taking a trip across the pond, and now here we are.
So he tried to side to go in, but Flash punishes him right away. Gonna slow down time, switches sides. It's the great part about slowing down time. You can mess up and still get a nice chunk of damage here.
Yeah, he slowed down time so much that he was able to reset the Green Arrow of Illusions. But now that same situation that happened in the Big D set where the interactable was used, but only 2 hits were able to be done. And now Happy Pal is going to close out this set. Oh, never mind. He drops the combo. The commentator's cursed. Why did I do this to him?
Well, he does close out the round, takes the first life bar.
Now,
get the fire arrows going, trying to stop Flash in his tracks.
There's that arrow in the air that you still have to look out for. He has the option to not shoot it downwards, but he can still shoot it straight.
He's very smart, wants to call out the fire arrows to stop Flash, who stops him in the middle of trade. So good for Illusion. Is going to do so much damage.
Yeah, he froze him right in his tracks. There was no phasing away from that arrow, and now a good job there by Illusions to just close out Happy Pal's health bar. Now both players still have their clash available, and a good wake up there from Illusions.
It's a little bit too far out to get the up arrows to connect.
Yeah, Happy Pal got lucky that did not connect. It would have been a big chunk of health. And
clashes right away. See, that's very important. Every time Illusions interrupts Happy Pal's trait, like Flash has one of the longest charging traits. So that's a long time he has to go without even having access to it.
Yeah, he might be the fastest man alive, but that trait sure is slow. You gotta wait a good amount of time for that to come back. And now let's see if Happy Pal is able to just close out this space here. Illusion's doing a very good job at just keeping Happy Pal at bay. These little hits of damage are all making a big difference.
Good patience from Happy Pal, though. Does not get caught by those arrows again. He's just keeping Illusions in the corner. Ooh, gets the overhead.
That catches Illusions trying to wake up, but unfortunately not able to continue that combo. This is anybody's game again. Happy Pal still sitting on his clash in 3 bars a meter. Do not let him build that next one.
Immediately. Probably going to spend a lot of cash here to get some of that life back.
Yeah, Happy Pal reeling back in his seat a little bit after that one. Knew that was close. Could have been death, and now he's going to get a good chunk of health back, and Illusions has an uphill battle.
Ooh, and just tries to go for the median. Does. He's going to be able to take the first game, just Happy Pal. Let's go right into the rematch.
Begin.
Now Happy Pal Gonna start off exactly the same. Gonna activate trait here. He's gonna get that hit
Wow.
on illusions. Gonna continue the combo here. Gonna get a good 7 hits, but the important part of that was he took him all the way
Ooh.
to the corner. And now that multiple hitting air normal from Flash is gonna blow up that armor. And that round was done in a flash.
Ha! I see what you did there. And right as soon as the round is coming back is when he's going to get the trait back. He's going to be able to apply that pressure and still have the ability to open up Green Arrow. He's right now doing so much damage. Didn't even spend the meter to keep the combo going.
Oh my goodness, Happy Pal, he just keeps going, but now Illusion's finally trying to get something started and gonna catch the meter burn back roll.
Who's Green Arrow's able to stop Flash after trait is activated.
And no roll escape that time from Happy Pal. Gonna put himself in the corner now, giving Illusions all this space to work with. I'm sure this is not the situation Happy Pal wanted, but it's the situation he has to deal with. Sitting at full screen,
Ooh.
beautiful jump on the slide.
Yeah, such a good neutral jump to punish the side, forcing Illusions to activate Clash.
And Illusion spending 2 bars there, gonna almost have 1 available to him, but it's a lot to work with when Happy Pal has 3 and still has his great health bar, and spending that bar just to close it out. I like the decision.
But he did have to spend all the meter, and right now, Happy Pal is sitting with almost 3 bars.
Oh, nice air-to-air there by Illusion. He's gonna beat out Happy Pal and maybe switch the momentum in his favor, but Happy Pal having none of it. But again, this is back and forth right now.
Ooh, activates the meter and keep it going. Just got trait just in time.
Gets caught by the restand again. Illusion's forced to meter escape and just...
The slowest air escape
Yeah.
ever in trait. It's so great.
Flash saw him doing that since like yesterday.
Yeah. So that's right now. Ooh, he's going to change it up. He's going to play Robin.
Players approaching
This outfit's sick, by the way.
It is. It is a sick outfit. It's kind of Blue Beetle-y.
Yeah, it is kind of Blue Beetle.
But now Illusion switching to Robin. I do like the switch.
Yeah, so Robin known to do pretty well against Flash just because those normals are so good. He has a down 2 anti-air. And you see that far reaching, even the trait they're putting in work for Illusions. He's really able to control the space in his face a little more instead of full screen.
The one thing you have to be wary though as Robin is you can't use his projectiles don't become as... Ooh, he went for the anti-air, completely whiffed. Happy Pal's taking full advantage of that. I'm saying if Robin throws out a trade, he can get easily punished because Flash can just close the distance so quick. As we're seeing Happy Pal taking the first life bar off of Illusions.
So now Illusion's finding himself back in the corner. Unfortunately, Happy Pal putting himself there now and just catching him with that jump 3. Gonna knock him into the ground.
See what I mean? Through the battering, it has such long recovery. Happy Pal was able to punish it.
Yeah, you really can't throw the Birdarang out in neutral against the Flash like that.
It has to be on knockdown. It has to be a mix-up. It has to be a meaty setup for you.
Yeah, exactly. Illusions, again, sitting on the deficit here, but Robin does have the big boy damage. He's going to use that background bounce and misses his back 3. So unfortunate right now.
See, that was smart. So you see what Illusions did there is he was able to stuff Flash anytime he tried to run in. That's what you really have to do in this matchup.
Now Illusions again clearing out the space. Happy Pal just...
Oh,
my
he went for
goodness.
that.
He just kept going. He didn't even decide to catch. He's like, I'm going for it. I committed. I'm in the Speed Force. It does not matter. I want this Assassin Strike right now.
That was the ultimate. That was the ultimate. Like, he committed so hard. Because right now, Happy Pal punishing him for it.
And almost anything's going to do it here. Again, Trey getting activated in neutral. Great push block there by Illusions, but it's just not going to be enough. Happy Pal taking this 3-0.
Flash wins.
Yes. A very intense matchup between the two. I mean, Illusions try to stuff him with Robin, but unfortunately, Flash is a little too quick. It's a little bit though. Just a little too quick. Flash is kind of fast, so I've heard.
He can only like phase through things and like run around the world real quick.
Yeah.
Like, go through time.
It's kind of slow, you know.
I could beat him.
You can beat him in a race?
Yo.
If a race? No.
From here to the market, right there.
Yeah. Did you know? Yeah, free, easy. Not in this traffic. Not in this traffic. But no, definitely good stuff from Happy Pal. Obviously, like you said, travel across the pond, wants to make sure he goes home with some points. Obviously, looked very strong. I mean, look, it's not the best looking matchup with Green Arrow because like he has, like we said, so many projectiles, so many tools in his toolbox. It's hard to get him, but he was able to make it happen.
Yeah, and that's something you have to take into account. It might be like a 5-5 leaning towards Green Arrow, or like we could talk matchups all we want, but it's not a computer playing the matchup. It's the players, and sometimes player skill, player decisions really tilt the scales in other people's favors. Like you can't purely go off a matchup. You have to believe in your ability as a player, and believing that you know what you're doing.
Yeah. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get washed. Like
for sure.
You could pick Starfire and still get washed by Flash if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, because Flash, again, he does have tools to get around zoning. He has tools to get in with, and it's the way the player decides to use those tools given to them.
Yeah. It's all about the pilot. The pilot's not, if it's not a good pilot, it's not going to be flown very well.
Yeah.
You see, speaking of Tweety.
Dude, this is what I wanted to see right here. This is Tweety. Who's he playing? I'm not going to say it.
He's playing your boy.
My boy.
Your boy. Your boy Nutcase. I like them both. So I'll be subjective.
I enjoy both of these players' gameplay so much.
No, yeah.
They're both fantastic to watch. Tweety, the way he has a full screen mix going with the zoning, and Nubcakes, one of the few Batmans left. We don't see too many running around in the Pro Series, but Nubcakes has been true to his character since Injustice 1.
So Nubcakes has in my opinion, the most versatile and best Batman, like, period. Because he plays Batman in so many different ways. He can play the keep away game as good as anybody else. He can mix you up like when it's like no matter what. He's just like I said, Batman is known to have a good toolbox, and Nubcakes knows how to use it. It's just a quick button check as both players are getting ready.
And we see Nubcakes here, Batman on the left, Starfire on the right. I don't know if these boys have ever played in a tournament or if this is their first time, because they were a combo breaker together, and I do not think that they got matched up. So
I'm really excited. What I'm excited about this matchup is outside of the Pro Series, the great debate on who's more broken. Is it Batman or Starfire? And
you know what?
You see, went back and forth a little bit. I'm excited to see it go into fruition today.
Yeah, so we'll get to see not only which player has the upper hand here, or we'll get to really see this matchup and see how it plays out and whether that conversation shifts one way or another.
Yeah.
And there's the handshake there. And we're going into this Nubcakes versus Tweety.
It'll be really, really exciting. Of course, Batman, his trait helps stuff Starfire so well.
Yeah, so that trait just doing amazing things for Batman in any match that he's playing. Really his tool of all trades, and a quick anti-air there from Tweety, going to get this life lead.
Ooh, really? Tweety actually staying up close.
That's something Nubcakes loves to do. Go for the shin kicks into the grab. He knows his plus, and the up meter burn battering, the Batman special, sir. Here we go. Nubcakes has the corner. Gonna almost have a trait bat available to him in just 1 second. And this is what I love about Nubcakes. He knows when to back off. He's not afraid to back off.
Ooh, meter burns to close the distance. Gonna keep Tweety in the corner. Gets the bounce off of the forward three.
And that crossed up, sir. Did you know?
Ooh.
And now Nubcakes very close to taking this bar. He does have that trait bat available. Going to send out
He
both.
threw the battering and the trait at the exact same time
So
to make sure he got that chip.
Yeah, even though Tweety ducked underneath the battering, that trait was right behind it to clean up the job for him. And that's what we were saying, that Batman trait just works so well for him.
Yeah.
He has so many things that he could do with it.
It tracks. That's what makes it so good.
And
Good jumps from Nubcakes.
Tweety's jumping right over the tray, and a beautiful parry, making the read.
The parry's so hard to do when you're Batman. As Tweety, of course, chips him out, takes Batman's first life.
Yeah, it's something that if you're from SoCal, you've been playing against Nubs' Batman for about 4 years now. And it's something that you pick up on when you play him, that he picks the perfect opportunity to use that.
Ooh, was able to just get in under the lob from Starfire, forcing Tweety to clash.
And now, just like that clash, this match is relatively tied. But as I'm saying that, Nubcake's going to take full advantage of that background bounce and just make Tweety pay.
Oh, good read from Tweety to get that anti-air going, forcing Nubcake to lose his clash.
This is going to tie again.
Ooh, facts.
Here we go. We're in the exact same situation right now, Cheyenne. Both players sitting relatively same health bar. No meter, but there, as I'm saying that, Tweety's going to build that bar. Going to try catching Nubcake's jumping, and Nubcake's not biting this time. Down 2, boys!
Ooh, able to pick him up, do a lot of damage here in the corner. Tweety has to find a way to get out of there, but all this shift damage is going to be very hard. Decides to meter burn to wake up, and then meter burns his trait. So sides so close, both just a little bit more chip. Oh, 0.81, and Tweety catches him as he was trying to jump off the interactable. Ooh, that was incredibly close.
That's the scary thing about Starfire's wake-up game. You have to Oki and stuff it in different ways depending on what she does, and that Tamaranian charge was able to just really get Tweety out of the corner, but even after, he was able to cancel into trait and just tie up the health bars again.
That's how good Starfire is traded, and Tweety knows that. Good. I mean, look, that did not look good for Tweety at the end, and he kept his cool and was able to stuff him. And right now, he was able to stuff Batman to get rid of his trait.
And now Nubcakes has to walk in on Tweety because he does not have the light fleet, has to walk Tweety to the corner and make sure she does not go anywhere. Now just whipping her hair back and forth, gonna keep up all this pressure here.
Ooh, it hits the battering out again. But Nubcake's taking full advantage now. Ooh, did not get the full combo.
Nice block there on the Tamaranian charge by Nubcakes. And his health bar is just getting depleted by Chip right now, eating another meter burn ball to the face, and now has his trade out, gonna confirm it to the... Yes, nice, good job, Slate. Slide into trade.
I was going to say, this is exactly where Nubcakes wants Tweety, in the corner, but Tweety able to use his trait to push out of there.
Yeah, Nubcakes again going for the hard read down the corner with the up battering, and now both players back into the middle of the screen. Nubcakes eating a couple more fireballs to the face.
See, Tweety's playing this game. What he's doing now is he's using his trait as soon as Nubcakes calls his trait, and was able to stuff him and stop. Because once he gets rid of that tool, Batman's not as scary and can't come in as easily as he usually can.
And there's a plus frames from the meter burn up battering, and now coming in with the forward 3, more plus frames. Waiting, Tweety waiting for his chance to press a button, and the Tamaranian in charge was not yet. Oh, trying to go for a sweep.
Ooh, try to switch sides.
The double backdash there from Nubcakes, just avoiding everything and trying to whip his hair back and forth. There's Tweety, trait into grab.
Good grab from Nubcakes to switch sides. Looking a lot more even right now, even though Tweety started out super strong.
Now both players, again, this is the opposite situation that we were in last game. Still, anybody set to take. Nubcakes one hit away.
Ooh, just charges right in. Is able to take the second game off of Nubcakes. We know Nubcakes isn't going to change, but do you think he might want to go back to character select, maybe get a different map?
Yeah, maybe the map change will help him out. Maybe just even that little second pause, to breathe. It's very important to just recompose yourself, gather yourself, and think, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, Tweety came out super strong. Good to Nubcakes able to adapt and make it a much closer game, because Tweety was running away from it from the beginning. And keeping Batman at a distance, like we said, just stuffing, holding on to that trait. The moment he saw Batman call his trait, he stuffed him with the meter burn trait and was able to get rid of the batterings.
Now Nubs getting the first hit here on Tweety. Tweety up 2-0 in this set, but every single game has been down to the last hit. And nice throw bait there by Nubcakes. Unfortunately, dropping his combo at the end. Trying to get Tweety to press a button. Here's Nubs. And beautiful read there by Tweety. Going for the anti-air. Going to spend his straight. No, he is not.
Good slide. Ooh, but the battering just missing.
That was a good interrupt there by Nubcakes on the cancel, but not able to get anything from it. We're back to full screen here.
Ooh, good pickup from Nubcakes. Tweety needs to find a way out of here as he gets stuck in the corner. Ooh, try to meet him, but no, the double kick is going to stuff him there.
Just gonna break right through that armor. Has Tweety in the corner, challenging that forward two with a down one. But again, Nubs here finding himself in full screen, but gonna pick up the combo. No, he's not, but gets the cross-up counter anyway. Here we go, Nubcakes gets the reset. Nice blocks there by Tweety.
Ooh, was able to stuff him during the meter burn trait.
Yeah, but
Just like that.
every single time that Nubcakes is stuffing him, he's still getting hit by a projectile. And even though he has a life lead against Starfire, it's kind of hard to keep it.
Nubcakes being a lot more patient with his trait. Ooh, the back three from Tweety is the one that wins that one.
And Nubcakes waking up with the slide. Nice blocks there. Oh no, but getting hit by the EX version of the hair whip. And
Try to read the anti-air.
tries to slide again, and a meter burn back three. Very good recognition there by Tweety.
They even meter burn at the last second.
Nice there here by Nubs, and go for the background bounce. And here we go, Nubcakes unfortunately dropping his grapple hook again. Coming with the clutch frames again. This is down to the last hit here, and Chip is gonna do it.
As Tweety takes it over Nubcakes. A very close match. I mean, look, it was 3-0, but it was one of those really close 3-0s. That could have went
and that
anywhere.
one we mean.
Yeah.
It's not like when your homie comes up to you after turn, he's like, "Yo, I got 3-0." Like,
It was close, though.
it was a really close 3-0.
It was
dude.
close
Like,
3-0. No, it legitimately was. It came down to the end, and Nubcakes, good on Tweety, like you said. That's why we're talking about how strong he is and how he's been doing so well in the whole Pro Series. Nubcakes came out super strong in that last game. Looked like he was going to run away with it, but Tweety just staying calm and was able to go right through it and turn it right around on Nubcakes, taking game 3. So good on Tweety, moving on. But like I said, Nubcakes still not out. Loser side still has a chance to make those coveted points to make the top 12.
Yeah, and every game was down to that last decision, down to the last play of the set, whether it was Tweety doing a Tamaranian charge to get out into the corner, or it was Nubcakes dropping the grapple hook at the end, and that allowed for Tweety to make a second move, or even in that third game, just down to the Starfire chip.
Yeah.
It was those last plays, those last decisions made by both players that really made the games go either way.
Yeah.
And
It's really hard to play against a Starfire who, when you're in chip range, even if it's like 10%, you're in chip range, it's going to be tough because they're just going to keep away, and especially if they have meter, it's not going to be a good time for you.
yeah, especially like if you just got knocked down, you know that meaty sparkly ball is coming for you.
Good for, given Nutcakes that second game where it was working really well for him is he was being more patient with his trait. He wasn't letting it go to waste as much. He was blocking more when he had it out to make sure he kept it. And he for a couple times he actually did stuff Tweety.
Yeah.
But like I said, Tweety able to adapt and come back and make sure that Nutcakes couldn't do Batman things.
Yeah, and again, like we were talking about earlier, Starfire just has 5 options on wake up. She can meter burn back 3. She could Tamaranian charge. She could go for the hair flip. She could go for disco ball. She could block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She can do a lot.
It's a good amount. But up next here, we got the Flash God Lord himself,
Honey B.
Honey B. And of course, right there on the other side of the screen is Irish Mantis, another person who's made quite far trip coming out here to SoCal for Southern California Regionals 2018.
So speaking of Flash, he's not being played. He's actually going to play Starfire. So now both players are doing a button check. Want to make sure everything's all good.
Yeah, so Honeybee does play Starfire, especially for a lot of matchups, Matchups he feels that Flash struggles in.
Yeah.
And why not? You know, why not pick up a secondary character to make your life just a whole lot easier?
Oh yeah, of course. No, of course. Especially in a game where matchups are so heavily weighed. It makes sense to have a matchup for your bad matchups. You know, like you see that in all fighting games. If you feel like there's a matchup that like you just never do well in, you pick the counter matchup that covers most of your bases. And you know, Starfire, does she have a bad matchup?
That's another debatable one. I'm gonna go ahead and hold this one. Yeah, I'll let the community decide on whether Starfire has a bad matchup or not. We'll see. Maybe Atrocitus is one. You never know. He has the Gatito Meow Meow. You know, he has two people with him at least.
So they're doing one more button check before going into it. Yeah.
It's making sure all those projectiles work properly, making sure Dexstar could get out and do his Gatito Meow Meow stuff.
Terror Radiant charge, man. So good. All right, now it looks like we're getting into it for real. Honestly, I like the Flash and Atrocitus matchup, but, you know, go with what's safer.
Yeah, why not? When Tweety just won with Starfire, let's get another Starfire out here as well. Irish Mantis already getting the Gatito Meow Meow out, and now putting in some work here in the corner, but a quick challenge here from Honeybee.
It's almost as if he started the match with Dexstar out.
Yeah, right?
Like I didn't even see him summon him. He was just out there already. Ready? Dexstar's out.
I looked away to the side real quickly, and Dexstar was just right there shooting already.
Trying to close the distance. Ooh, Dexstar really helping him out here to stop Starfire. And he has full meter too.
Yeah, Irish Mantis has all this meter to work with and get that mix going, but Irish Mantis is he's not the type of Atrocitus player that lives and dies by the mix.
No.
He's more of a neutral-based Atrocitus player. He waits for Dexstar to be ready again, and then he goes in and puts in his work. But that's going to be chip out, just the sparkles.
Yeah. Just like that, Honeybee's able to take the first light bar off of Atrocitus. As now Irish Mantis is going to do a lot of damage here. So close. No.
And that's going to do a lot of damage. We saw Honeybee post a video on Twitter yesterday where he would not, where he refused to lose a sliver of health, but Irish Mantis not letting that happen again.
No. Decides to meter burn the Blood NATO to make sure he ends Starfire.
Oh, and that's a hard punish as well that Starfire gets on the Blood Puddle from any range on the screen.
Yeah.
Because that trait is doing at least 200 damage. And on just a Blood Puddle like that, I will take Dexstar hitting me in the face real quick if I could get a trait out.
Yeah. Like you said, it just does so much damage and makes Starfire so plus. Ooh, good jump off of the back three.
On Irish Mantis. I think he was trying to get a side switch there, but Atrocitus did not turn around in time. And let's see if he decides to keep it unclashable this time. Going to call out Dexstar. This is actually doable for Irish Mantis right now. This is his game to take, but the Starfire not having any of it. Like we said, don't get knocked down. The pop rocks are coming into the trait.
That was so close too. I mean, he almost ended it earlier with the grab, but good tech from Irish Mantis.
And wow, this is something I don't see normally from Starfires is that aggressive start here from Honeybee. We see Tweety just walk back or jump back or try to do an anti-air at the beginning of the round. Honeybee decided, nah, I'm going in. And he is still going in.
You can maybe take the flash out of the screen, but you can't take the flash out of the player.
he has that Flash Godlord mentality, even with Starfire. And just a wake up here from Irish Mantis. Decides to meter burner for the extra damage.
A little bit of burn as well, but Honeybee's still able to take the first life bar.
Lives and dies by the mix there. Now Honeybee shooting off some projectiles here.
Ooh. Forcing Atrocitus to clash.
Even Trigon couldn't take my heat.
Forcing that clash with that jump over two. Catch him right on the top of the head. And now, again, this is going to be a tough battle here for Irish Mantis. This Starfire just has so much health. Honeybee keeping all that health too, ducking right under the Dexstar ball. And now that's exactly what Irish Mantis needs. Going to meter burn the Blood Puddle and going to continue his combo with Dexstar extension.
Gets the grab. Starfire in the corner. Ooh, good jump though, but still gets punished. That's the weak point of Atrocitus, man. Any of his moves have so much recovery, and Starfire easily able to punish any of it. But Irishman takes the first life. Takes Starfire's first life bar.
Yeah, but he only has 229 health to work with now. It's going to be an uphill battle for him. And this is going to be a good start. Going to be able to do nothing because of the interactable. But again, just catching Honeybee, not watching his head. And just
Ooh, he did it again.
That was the same interaction that they just had. And Honeybee.
And forcing Honeybee to use his Clash. Going to cover a good chunk of health here. Yeah, very unfortunate. Like, that's really betting the farm that that Blood NATO connects. Because if it didn't, as you saw, get punished.
Yeah, that trait's so good at punishing Atrocitus from anywhere.
Starfire.
Anywhere at all. You could do it full screen. You could do it in his face. And I bet some Starfires, even if you did it right in their face, would still do like a trait punish.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
They're just used to it, just pressing that button.
It's pretty much like you just.
Yeah, and that move just comes out so fast, does so much damage, multi-hitting. Very good tool that Starfire has in her trait. But as I'm saying that the Atrocitus trait, the Gatito Meow Meow, is out here to do some work. Has the Blood Siphon going too.
We're seeing here right now, Honeybee keeping that distance. The punish Atrocitus from trying to come close.
Yeah, no more distance, Honeybee says. I want to be right in your face. I'm going to give you all this work, even if I'm right next to you.
Ooh, good punish from Irish Mantis. Gonna get a nice chunk of damage here.
I believe that was supposed to be a meter burn back three from Honeybee. I'm not sure he would just throw it out raw and neutral like that. And there's a meter burn back three. Doing it at the wrong time this time. Dexstar was out. Please don't try to meter burn anything yet, sir. And is that death?
No, just so close. If he had the meter, it would have been. But he's able to chip him out anyway as Irish Mantis takes the first life bar.
I'm liking Irish Mantis' adjustments right now. He's doing a very good job of keeping Honeybee Starfire at bay, but as I'm saying that he's going to be chipped out. Oh,
the Starfire just so good with the chip damage.
I feel like Starfire's favorite chip is Wasabi Onions.
Okay, with the back three, keep it going. Here comes Dexstar. Gonna make it very difficult.
Now Dexstar allowing Irish Mantis to get that throw there.
Sometimes you just take the throw. Ooh, just out of range of the back three, but was not close enough to punish.
Now here's Honeybee changing up his game. Kind of just chilling back. No punish on the time where in charge. He meter burned it, made it safe. And just like that, these health bars, Honeybee has taken the lead. All through chip, all through these straight projectile hits.
Oh, punishes right through the interactable.
Yeah, he's going through a ride right now. Gonna get sent all the way down.
Punishes that interactable though. Oh, he went for another back three. Thought it was going to be enough. It's so close. But Starfire, did not get to punish it. But he does go for the rush and is able to take the first game off of Honeybee.
Yeah, that rush from Atrocitus chasing down Honeybee Starfire, making sure she did not go anywhere, did not retreat back to the tower, did not have a chance to even live.
Let's try to close the distance.
Oh, he gets caught using that interactable. Very unfortunate there for Irish Mantis, and he's lost a good amount of health because of it.
Oh, finally calls out Dexstar.
Both players sitting full screen, and now Irish Mantis being able to get in here. Dexstar is gone. No more Gatito shenanigans.
Oh, good punish from Honeybee. Atrocitus went for the Blood NATO, man. Can't commit.
Yeah, and this is chip territory for Starfire. We're gonna go for the down one hair whip.
Sitting with 2 meter against Atrocitus, who has full meter.
Full meter and a trait. Gonna find his opportunity to call it out, and let's see if he can. That was a really weird exchange there.
I mean, he's really good. He's using pretty much the arms, the normals, to close that distance whenever Starfire has any kind of recovery, which helped him a lot last game. But this game right now, Honeybee's taking full advantage.
Yeah, right now, Irish Mantis really trying to pick his spot here. Gets him with the down 2. But gonna get caught on the meter burn. Escape.
Ooh, he's gonna get the blood NATO. Ooh, good air escape from Honeybee though.
And the pressure just keeps on going here from Irish Mantis. Gonna get a back 3 in there and call in Dexstar just to close out the round. And this should be chip either way.
Happen to be just enough. Looking a lot closer now.
Yeah, it's looking like Irish Mantis has made a good amount of adjustments here in the Starfire matchup. He's being more patient. He's catching her recovery frames with the forward advancing normals that Atrocitus does have. And now Dexstar here doing his job. He's out, he's shooting. Gonna get a confirm here off the Blood NATO and take him all the way to the corner.
Ooh, good meter burn interactable from Honeybee.
This is looking really scary right now for Irish Mantis.
Ooh, meter burn trying to go for the grab, but Starfire just ducked under it.
He's gonna keep it unclashable? No, he is not gonna force Honeybee to spend that bar. Yes.
15%. Dexstar is available, but it's very dangerous to call him out on because he will get punished with that trait. But does not matter because Honeybee's going to take it 3-1 over Irish Mantis.
Yeah, very good set there by Honeybee. Just playing the Starfire game against Atrocitus, really. Keeping him at full screen, making sure Atrocitus is not able to use the tools that he wants to use. And, of course, it worked out for him.
Yeah.
Won that set 3-0. Another close game.
3-1.
3-1, excuse me, sorry. Another close game. It was about to be 3-2 there. Irish Mantis just made one more correct read. Yeah. But, again, that's the game.
I mean, you know, like we said, when you commit a little too much with Blood NATO, you get punished hard. And unfortunately, he got punished every time it whiffed. I mean, it's hard. It's hard because, like, Blood NATO is such a good tool. And especially having Dexstar out, in general against any other matchup, you feel safe because Dexstar can keep you protected. But against Starfire, who's such a quick trait and can meter burn and, like you said, do so much damage, makes it very difficult in that matchup. But, you know, Honeybee recognizing that, didn't give him as much opportunity, kept the distance, because what was the one that Irish Mantis won is very smart. He's using his normals to close the distance. Every time he was close. And then when unfortunately, the times where you notice he didn't do that, was when Honeybee really took advantage of it.
Yeah, so great set by those two again. We got our next competitors coming up into the stage. We're rolling right through these pools. We ain't stopping. We're keeping it going, and we got some more hype. We're getting,
it's just a stacked pool.
I can't believe like how many good matches like are just lined up at one after another after another.
So good.
We got Gur coming up against SCR now. Winner side of the pool still. And Adam against Supergirl or Brainiac? Who do you think Scar's going to go?
Supergirl. I think Power Girl.
Excuse me.
I feel like Power Girl is going to be the one he goes with because, I mean, that's who he's most comfortable with, you know? Yeah. And as you saw earlier, he's very maniacal with Power Girl. Doesn't want to give a lot of space and kind of, any mistake, like similar to Starfire, right? Supergirl was the original Starfire where she can punish so hard with the trait. Meter burn trait is so good, has such good knockback. It's very difficult to deal with. Yeah,
and just how fast her trait recovers is also really good. If you shoot a laser and a couple seconds later, it's there. It's full again, and you can shoot two. So, but of course we have Gur's Adam, Gur has been phenomenal with this character. Ever since this character has come out, we've seen a shift in how well he is doing in tournaments. It's ridiculous. Yeah. We saw him last season. We saw him compete, but of course he had some success here and there. But now with Adam, he seems to have found his groove. He seems to have found the character he wants to play for the rest of the series, and he is doing good with it.
I mean, Adam is one of those characters that is so unique and can do so. Oh, he actually decides to go Brainiac. I was completely wrong. But like I said, he's one of those characters that's so unique and has so many interesting tools at his disposal. I mean, just the fact that he can change sides on a whim and mix you up in as the little dot, as a little atom, if you will, and just hurt you so hard with so many mix-ups, makes him one of the most interesting and dangerous characters. Of course, there's a lot of drawback to it, but
Of course, if you let the trait run its course, you are vulnerable for a time being, but usually when you pop that trait, this happens and you are knocked down before he is able to be punished. And another great thing about Adam's trait is he has that invisible grab when he is in trait. There's no indication that he's going to grab you. You just have to make the read. It does not zoom in on the screen. It stays the same size, and you just got grabbed.
How many planets have you collected?
and also especially, like you said, his grab is such a strong tool. Doing at the end of a trait, if you max it out, stops from the recoil, which makes it so dangerous. Because right now, Brainiac putting in the work on Adam.
Yeah, Brainiac not caring how tiny you are. He has that 12th level intellect that is just gonna completely disregard it. And now here comes that trait we were talking about. And now that's the thing. If Gur decides to pause, you think to yourself, oh, he's gonna grab me. But no, he paused, he staggered his pressure, and he just continued to go in. And now it's a good combo here from Scar.
Oh, see, look, the tiny mix-up. That full screen projectile is so good as well. They're not even really a projectile, it's just a full screen hit.
Yeah, the ground pound that he does, able to beat him with science and just increase his weight, ground pound into the ground.
Look at that, chases him down anyway after the air escape. And at the right time is able to end it. No recoil, all the recovery, and his trait gets a lot of recovery back.
On that dash move by Adam just allowing him to escape a lot of situations because he does go miniature. And now here's Gur deciding to cancel out the trait early, gonna stay at full screen and gonna catch the landing frames here of Scar and just decides to back off, not even gonna spend the bar, not even gonna do anything after, just walk away.
Yeah, just waited for trait to come back, gets hit by the projectile though, as Scar is gonna take the first life bar from Gur.
Yeah, now Gur's trait about 3/4 of the way back. He will have access to it soon, and just teleporting right out of the corner here is Gur. And Scar, nice grab, putting him right back in that corner.
And very smart of Gur to get small and get out of there.
Yeah, that was beautiful recognition, like seeing that he dropped his combo, and he was like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm good, I dropped it.
Ooh, tried to grab the alligator, but no, Scar saving him.
Get small.
Your collection is imminent.
Here's Scar trying to collect another body on his tournament list of people that just taken out.
The dive kick stopping Tiny Adam.
And now the trait putting in some work for Scar. Gonna catch Adam trying to shoot a projectile. And the trait again gonna continue the combo. 3 hits. And this is getting close to death for Gur. Scar just needs to make one more good decision. And it should be done. And Gur trying to find a spot. That interactable is there for him.
No, it does not have meter yet, but almost has full bar.
Oh, I'm not sure if that was a misinput. Here's the trait.
Good mix-ups. Oh, and just charges through is going to stop Adam right in his tracks.
Yeah, it's looking like the Brainiac pick is working out for Scar because not only does the dive kick hit the trait, but it's looking like his wake-up shoulder charge does not care how tiny you are either. No. That 12th level intellect, he can see you still, Adam. He can see you.
And learning that is going to make Scar even more dangerous going into game 2. Because now that you know that, now you know it doesn't matter what size he is, that's going to hit. It's going to make it very difficult for Gur to be able to open up Scar. Because that's what makes Adam so good, is that you don't know what's going to happen. Because especially when he's small, he moves so quick. He's all over the screen. Everything's a mix-up. You just have to block correctly.
And you got to block high, low, crossover grab. You got to look out for all the options. Now we got a classic-looking Adam here. Still, Gur staying the same character. We're headed over to Kondak now.
Shoulder charge, stop him in this place. Ooh, goes low.
Yeah, Scar's been making great use of that shoulder charge throughout these 2 games so far. Let's see if he continues to use that or if Gur's able to do something about it.
So now Gur's trying to find an opening. Ooh, turn small, close the distance, and is going to open up Scar here in the corner.
Oh, and again, he was blocking on that one too, but I think just got a little impatient, did not hold the block long enough, and now getting all this life chipped away from him. Scar just going for it.
Because the projectile comes from behind Scar, Brainiac was able to hit, even though Adam was behind him. Use the interactable.
Very smart there. I think he was scouting out another shoulder charge. That's exactly what Scar has been doing, but just jumping over, using the interactable. But this is a scary place to be against Brainiac. The corner, and when he takes 2 steps back where all these tentacles can hit you, it's not where you want to be.
Opens him up anyway, and wake up shoulder charge. What I love about this match right now is Scar is not afraid whenever Gerb lays down the gas. Scar's just like, all right, whatever. You still have to interact with it again.
Yeah. So even though Gur is getting all these hits with Trait, it's unfortunate as well that he's dropping like the last hit that causes the harder knockdown, because it's allowing Scar to get that free shoulder charge and just get a little bit more damage. And as you know, damage adds up.
Ooh, good teleport from Gur. But Scar gonna answer anyway, forcing Gur to clash.
The advantage of a 12th level intellect.
Spend the meter, Scar's gonna hold on to his. 50% not worth it.
And now Scar really needs that meter because he does have a clash of his own if he wants to get a meter himself. And now Gur here going with those down 3s that Adam is so famous for. One of his best buttons in the game. And Gur scouting out the shoulder charge. Wow, in Trait that time. Jumping right over. Oh my goodness, that was a big brain play.
That was disgusting as Gur's able to take game 2 over Scar.
And now this Trait is putting in work for Gur now. Gonna eat another shoulder charge. Scar is not afraid to wake up with it. He's gonna do it. Let it rip.
Yeah, it seems like Gur doesn't care at this point about Scar's wake up shoulder charge, because I mean, it does get the knockdown, but also Gur gets more damage out there. He is plus every single time. Except now, good blocks from Scar. Doesn't want to get touched, man.
You just gotta applaud him, man, when he blocks all of Adam's straight. You know, like you earned that punish. And what did he do? Down 1. The hardest punish in the game.
Ooh, is gonna put the poison gas in the corner.
Oh, he's getting blinded by science here, and he has to do something to escape that corner, and he did just that, and now puts Gur in the corner. Oh, that teleport narrowly avoiding the trade from Brainiac.
Ooh, turn small in the air, but still got hit by the projectile. And just like that, the neutral jump is going to be able to connect.
Shade the Batman there, just catching him with the back heel.
Ooh, Ghost Small catches him, forcing Scar to clash. Did not want to get fully comboed.
Right now, Gur is sitting on an atom of health as well. He only has 31. He's doing so much work with it. He already got Scar to use his clash, and now all this damage that he does is just damage going to be staying on the table.
Doing that little bit of residual damage. Oh, he's really small.
And the Trait came back just in time to get that, and then the same interaction, the interactable, coming in with the meter burn science on the ground. Gur might have a PhD in fighting games right now, the plays that he's making.
Finally, Scar stops all the extra credit that Gur was getting. But what makes Gur so much fun to watch is that he's all over the place. He's playing like Adam normally should. Just hard to hit and just hard to get a hold of.
Exactly. He's even using every single tool Adam has at his disposal, the float, everything he can to make sure that Trait is back before he goes into his offense. Just like that.
Gets the whole corner carry. How many characters can do that?
Not many, and Adam is one of them. And now he's looking very good to take this third game here away from Scar. Adam sitting on full bars a meter.
And activate super! Oh. It didn't happen anyway because it was Chip.
It was last hit, but
still.
NRS saves us the time of going through a whole super animation, you know, but in that case, I would have been okay with it.
What an insanely good adjustment from Gur, right? Because now Gur is playing his game. It's kind of like he's a fly that Scar's just trying to swat. And he got him a couple times the first game, was able to take it, but the second game was too far. Just going into it.
80 of the way Gur was playing before. Now he's taking advantage of everything that Adam has at his disposal. And let's see if Scar decides to either stay as Brainiac or go into Power Drill.
Pocket's doing another quick button check. Wants to make sure everything's all right. Probably didn't feel good about how things were coming up. Yeah, we're testing to make sure everything's good.
These players want nothing left to chance. They want to make sure everything is perfect for them to play. We've been saying it all night. This is probably the most important day for the season for a lot of these players. SCR, one of them, in that spot where he might make it, he might not, and he wants to perform here today.
Make sure everything is all good. As looks like everything seems to be okay. Oh, so I'll try a couple things out again.
So just trying a couple more things here, making sure everything.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, you want to make sure your buttons are precise as possible and make sure they're good, especially against what we saw last time from Gur. I mean, teleporting all over the place, like you said, using his trait the moment it comes out because it just so happens to coincide at the perfect time, and just great use of both of them together just to make sure he gets optimal damage. And like SCR a couple times was able to block the mix-up, but it's really, really difficult.
I've always said it. You can only block for so long before you guess wrong, because that is literally what you're doing against the Atom. You're just guessing high, low. Did he go on this side? Okay, high, low again. And
cross up.
Yeah, it's tough. And one wrong guess, and there goes 30%. There goes 40, 400. It's,
as we saw, wrong guess, you're getting carried to the other side.
yeah, exactly.
It's disgusting.
And I don't think that's one of the worst feelings in the game. Like, I was just in this corner, right? I fought my way out of this corner. How did I just get carried all the way over here?
I worked so hard to get you in that corner. This mix, it's not even like I think it's not as like it's worse than getting switched on, right? Like someone switches on you, they grab you, switch sides. All right, it is what it is. But to be like, I'm gonna carry you, not all the way.
Not only did I make a godlike read and get this trait out, but I'm also gonna just all the way to the other side,
like a little fleet. It's great.
It's so fun to watch. Adam, it might not be the funnest to fight against, especially in a high-level setting like this, but from the viewers' couch here,
it's great.
I'm enjoying Gur's Adam right now.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Especially in that last game, he started using his gas more, which we didn't see a lot of. Like he did. Yeah, he tried to do some pretty dirty mix-ups. Like I saw he did a blue gas, which is a projectile, a low projectile, and then teleport to the other side. But SCR was able to block both of them, fortunately. But still, knowing that Adam has those kind of tools at his disposal to be able to apply pressure and also deal residual damage, because we saw the green gas too in the corner, just able to help him out a lot in this matchup.
And sometimes you're just overwhelmed with all this science that is being thrown at you, that even a 12th brain intellect like Brainiac.
Yeah, 12 brain intellect.
Yeah, he can't.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of science though too, But he has to make those big brain plays, like with his dive kick, like with his shoulder charges, in order to tie up the set. And if he wants to take it, he has to make some adjustments the way Gur did.
Right now, going right back into it.
Actually missing the follow-up there. We're going to get a grab on Gur. Has that tray loaded up and ready to go here is SCR, but you cannot block forever. Almost, SCR. Almost.
Good teleport.
Oh, and a beautiful interrupt right there between the meter burn dive kick, and now, even though SCR was unfavorable in that situation, now puts himself in the corner and catches them with the down two. This is a great adjustment here by SCR, catching all the trait flying in with these active moves.
So now trying to keep him at a distance, doesn't want him coming close.
You see that? That caught him in the back. These tentacles just covering all the options. Adam, where are you flying to?
Ooh, catches him in the air, gets the back three.
We're going to spend 2 bars here. And unfortunately, drops the combo at the end, but going to activate trait. Going to get all these hits, take him right to the corner again.
The no mix-up, staying on the same side.
See what's going to happen here. SCR flying around the screen, trying to use those tentacles to close in this space, and that shoulder charge that we've been seeing all set from him, going to get him another hit
Ooh, very smart. Delayed the drop. And was able to teleport behind and punish Brainiac.
Yeah, that was such a sick play there by Gerd. And here comes a trait from Brainiac. Scar able to jump over the low projectile from Adam. And just getting out of there. That's something that Adam and Starfire are able to do relatively easily. Is just use their charge move to escape situations, escape the corner.
Both players being really patient right now. Don't want to overcommit. As now Gerd does have his trade available to him again.
Now here comes Gur again. That trait gonna mix up Scar and almost Scar getting the punish there. Oh, I love that move. He just miniaturized. Just like, here, eat this kick.
Oh, the trade working out again for Gur. Ooh, so much stun. Oh, Scar didn't take full advantage of it.
I'm not sure what happened there. That should have been the hardest of punishes there. But unfortunately, Scar just unable to get an instant or dive kick. Here
Ooh!
comes.
Just a little bit too far. Try to punish with the super.
The instant air jump 3 by Scar, helping him out there. Getting caught by the dive kick there is Gur. That move is just so good at trip guarding. He's going to catch you on the landing frames and avoid everything in the air. And this should be chip here for Gur if he's able to do it. But Scar not having it. One more hit.
Oh, meter burn the teleport.
Wow.
And actually, Gur does take it over Scar.
Wow. That, I'll
So
let
close.
them hug on that one. That one was close. That was heartbreaking. That one drop from Scar really set that.
What a relief from Scar, for Gur.
Wow.
I mean, look, Scar is one of the best Injustice players, period. And Gur able to use a character that doesn't have as much representation as a lot of others, and to be able to take a match off of him and continue on, it's good stuff. I mean, definitely worth celebrating. I mean, obviously you saw the emotion in it. He worked hard, man.
We're not. There's gonna be so much emotion today. Like,
Yeah.
some hearts might be broken tonight. People are going home sad. This is a big tournament for a lot of guys, and that's exactly why you see all that emotion coming from Gur, who in season 1 did not make that IPS finals, but now season 2, he wants to keep his spot. He's performed good at Combo Breaker. He performed good at CEO, I believe, and he performed relatively well at Evo. And now SCR trying to get a top 8 spot to just secure his final spot.
Yeah, and Scar is still in it, just moving on to the loser side. Going to keep rolling through. It's going to hopefully make his way back up there. And now we have another one that's going to be very interesting, to say the least, as we see right now. Sonic Fox sitting down, waiting for his opponent, not sure who he's going to play. Oh, he's going to play against Dab.
That is the Hero Killer, I believe.
Whoa.
The Hero Killer Stain. Let's see. Is Sonic Fox a hero? Is he's gonna pull out that trait and just kind of get Sonic Fox to freeze?
He has a costume. There's no reason, he does put in work.
Yeah.
He saved the U.S. many times.
He has saved the U.S. many of times. You are right. This might be a Hero Killer Stain going against the pro hero Sonic Fox.
Wait, so this is loser side then?
Is it?
Because we saw Dab get sent to losers earlier.
Well, this is a tie. This is Hero Killer Stain.
No, I'm saying loser side though. Yeah.
This is winner still.
Dab won earlier?
No. That's not Dab.
Oh, sorry.
That's Hero Killer.
Oh, that's Hero Killer. My apologies. It's the mask. It's the mask.
A lot of us are rocking that medical mask today,
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Oh man, sometimes these fighting game events will really get you with the post game sickness.
Yeah, there's definitely a gaming sickness out there because we're all playing on a lot of consoles. We're all next to each other a lot all day.
There's germs everywhere, like things happen, and you're shaking so many hands, and that's like a lot of germ transfer.
Because everyone's friends.
Yeah, like
everyone's friends.
See people hugging and stuff. Like wear my mask too.
So we're seeing Cyborg versus Black Canary.
Yeah, so Hero Killer, he really came back into the scene through War of the Gods, really made a mark with this hero killer stain tag, you know, that everybody was like, who is this? Who is this? And finally making his first appearance at EVO 2018 a couple months ago. And now again here at SoCal Regionals, wants to make a name for himself. First time here up on stream against Echo Fox Sonic Fox. Trying to take out one of the NRS legends.
Yeah. Literally a legend. I mean, dude has been last year very dominant. This year kind of splitting his time between multiple games, but still very dominant either or. Like, just because he splits time in multiple games does not mean he is not going to be a monster to deal with in Injustice.
Yeah, with the player of Sonic Fox's caliber, I don't think this boy will ever get rusty. He could be a 42-year-old man, pick up Injustice, and he'll still be mopping the best of us, you know?
That's a long way away because he's still very young.
Yeah, the mustache might throw you off a little bit, but he is a young kid, you know? You can't knock the Fox. No,
not whatsoever.
Yeah, he is like one of those players that's around Rewind's age, very young, 20, 21 years old, and he still has a long NRS career ahead of him, along with every other game. But let's see if Hero Killer Stain here has anything to say about it with his cyborg.
Going through a button check.
And of course, Hero Killer Stain is, I think he only plays cyborg. It's the only character I've ever seen him use. But Sonic Fox here with Black Canary.
And Sonic Fox is, his character list is question mark. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's the random button.
Yeah, we saw Sonic Fox actually pull out Black Canary early Injustice 1 Pro Series, Injustice Season 1. We saw him pull out the Black Canary, and then he started switching to other characters that he felt better with, that he liked a lot more. But now I've been seeing him play some matches recently, and he's been picking up that Black Canary again and getting some pretty dirty mixes going on, too. Like, she's a mix machine.
Yeah, she does. She's arguably, like, talk about those characters that have really fast traits that can do a lot. She definitely is one of them, because once her trait is full, her scream is so quick, so fast. It's such a hard, like, such a long, hard knockdown. Makes her so dangerous. And like you said, those mix-ups opportunities that she has makes her so good. I mean, the fact that she can jump all over the place and, like, jump on top of you, hit you with the low. Like, she can do so much to stop you in your place. She's such a good character, and it's gonna be fun to see how Sonic Fox is going to pilot her going into the season.
Yeah, and let's see how Hero Killer Stain decides to use Cyborg, because he does have that mid projectile. He's able to shoot air projectiles. If he can even keep Black Canary like kind of on the other side of the screen, but it's so scary because once that trait is charged up all the way, that Canary Cry is gonna come. Yeah. And if you're shooting something at her, you're gonna get blown up for it.
Yeah. It's like Starfire matchup. You know, if it's full, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah. Like, it's gonna hurt. But you know, it's what I love about it. What I love is that, like, in this game, like, there's so many people have so many different characters in general. But when you have those players that just have that one character, and they do very well, and they're known for that one character, that means they can do things with that character a lot of other people don't notice or can't really figure out right away. Like we saw in Nub Kicks earlier with Batman. So it's a versatile Batman, and we've seen now with Hero Killer with Cyborg. It's gonna be a really good matchup. I'm just really excited to see it. Because we don't see a lot of Cyborg in general.
No, we don't. There's maybe two in that come out and compete. Excuse me. Yeah. Hero Killer Stain, of course, is one of them. We see a SoCal boy, Skadoodly, pull out a Cyborg every once in a while. And, of course, over at BCF's online series, we did see the Oxus pull out Cyborg.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a couple players that do use Cyborg, and it's great to see the representation of the multitude of characters in the cast, you know?
The more representation, if we see a lot of representation for a lot of characters, that's what makes the game more fun, which we have seen a lot. I mean, we haven't seen any Black Canary or Cyborg, and we're going to see them both now.
Exactly.
You know, like we saw some Robin, we saw some Starfire, we saw some Beam, some Deadshot, you know?
Yeah, we saw Deadshot come back from the dead, you know? Like, I haven't seen that boy since week 4 of the game.
Yeah, that's true. Once people started figuring out Deadshot, it became a lot easier to deal with. But at first, it was like, oh, this character.
Yeah.
But so he's still really good.
I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
What would you rather go against, a Season 1 Deadshot or Starfire? That's a hard one, huh?
That is hard. I think Deadshot.
Me too.
I think Deadshot for sure. I mean,
But Deadshot did have that mix up close still too. Like,
yeah, but if you played a really good Deadshot, like they can do the air shots too, which made it even worse. Because like if they, especially they have good reads on you. Because I played Robin. Like I still play Robin. Robin's my main, and anytime I try to go in, it's like I can't throw a Birdarang. Great, you're gonna shoot me in the face. Like I really have to like go up, duck, and it's like I can't jump. But Starfire has a hard knockback, which Deadshot doesn't.
Yeah,
That's what makes
that always breaks my heart about like fighting against Starfire. Like I mean Wonder Woman, and I'll get in there, and then I get hit by a trait, and we right back to square one.
yeah.
Which again adds another layer to Starfire's owning game, where she could just push you all the way back.
What I love about Starfire is that all the Starfire players, at least that we've seen in general, like tweeting and Honeybee, they can play both.
Yeah.
Like especially like Honeybee staying up close, like he can be in your face, like we saw earlier, just being an aggressive Starfire. And if you want to mix it up in the middle and they can't keep you away, Tweety's gonna punish you for coming close. Like he's gonna be like, all right, we're not playing this game. I'm gonna put you right back, but you're gonna take these hits real quick.
Yeah, one of my favorite things like about watching Starfire play is when they bait out the meter burn roll. And they just stand there. And they're just like, nah, I'm not going to do nothing.
Yeah.
And you just roll right in front of them. It's like, oh, I guess I'm eating a full combo punish.
Right in the face.
So
it seems like both players doing another button check to make sure everything's all good.
You just got to make sure, like everything's set. Sonic Fox, of course, not one that drops a lot of stuff, but
I mean, he's also the kind of person, like we've seen time and time again, that knows every character so well. And he knows a lot of the top players so well that he knows that exact counter. Yeah. Like we saw last year at the Injustice Pro Series Finals, even though he made it up there Red Hood, he forced Samij to play Catwoman and just switch to Captain Cold.
Yeah.
And just like Captain Cold won Injustice Pro Series. That like talk about a underrepresented character. Like that is one. And he just like body Catwoman with it.
Yeah, it's one of the things about Injustice too. Just some matchups are 100% easier. Like Catwoman, Captain Cold being one of them. Just the ice on the floor stops Cat Dash. You have a little dome of yellow
Slows
that just
down.
freezes you. Yeah, slows you down, and it's tough for some characters out here.
It's tough on these streets. It is. But no, it's like that's why he's the best that there is right now. I mean, right now he's not the top, but like I said, it's because he's splitting his attention between multiple games, and but to still be this high and still be qualifying for the Pro Series, even though like you said he split, like it's just a testament to how good he is as a player.
Yeah, he split, but he still made top 8 at Combo Breaker. He split, but he still made top 8 at Evo, and the list goes on and on.
he's just a dominant force to always be reckoned with. It's going to be interesting to see how Hero Killer will deal with his cyborg play. It's going to be, like I said, as we go deeper into the day, the matchups are getting just more insane. Because like you said, every pool is a death pool. And as we go later,
every single pool.
Every pool. So many bodies.
Like if you put exclamation point bracket on that Twitch stream right now and look at this bracket for Injustice 2, ridiculous.
Like it's not even questionable.
Yeah, it's not even questionable. Like you went to SCR and you're like, oh, you got pool of death. Everybody got pool of death.
Oh, I feel bad for you. Feel bad for him. You should see that.
Yeah, you should see his pool. Dude.
Yeah,
like, it's way worse than what
It's way worse than what I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. Like, I think one pool had Tweety, Tekken Master, Nupcakes. Those 3 boys in it already, and yeah, just kind of crazy.
So we just got word that we're just finishing some stuff. I mean, as you all know, fighting game lovers, is that disconnecting controllers in a PlayStation takes some time. So we're making sure so that way there's no interference. There's a lot of controllers connected. I mean, fighting a tournament, we have so many games going on right now. I want to make sure everything is all good so there's no interruptions during the matchup.
Exactly.
That's the last thing you want.
Last thing you want is that.
Hear that deadly. Yeah.
Dude, I was really good at just framing that, like just framing canceling.
Oh.
Dude, Han, like he'll be in a match and someone will do something, he just frames. It's crazy. It's an art form, honestly. Make
It's
combo.
R for neutral. Yeah, it's good. It's so godlike. But no, thank you guys also once again for tuning in to the final stop of the 2018 Injustice Pro Series here at SoCal Regionals 2018. It's a pretty packed house now. As we see, we started pretty early, but now the house is really filling up, getting a lot of intense matches, a lot of hype going around. For the SoCal area, we're going all day. Make sure to come by, check it out. All games all weekend, but Injustice is all today. So if you want to see some of the best players live in person, if you have the availability, come through the Ontario Convention Center, located.
Sir.
Beautiful SoCal.
SCR definitely popping this year here in the Ontario Convention Center, as you were saying, Cheyenne. Both players looking like we're almost set up here, but it's a beautiful day. We got started early. Injustice, of course, getting our day started here on the NetherRealm stream.
Kicking it off
our day, running all the way through pools, going right into top 8, and these matches, these players, they're not slowing down.
No,
They're
not at all. It's just heating up more and more and more. I mean, we have some intense matches to start the day and going through the day, and it keeps getting closer. Like even the matches that end and look pretty free, they're super close.
Yeah.
Like we saw Gur and Scar. Like that one was 3-1, but it was so intense throughout, and just Gur just played out of his mind going into the end of it, and was just phenomenal.
Yeah, even with that 3-0 set between Nubcakes and Tweety,
Yeah.
we still see that every play was down to the last hit. Every game was down to the last combo, last decision. And that was only like our third game of the day.
Yeah.
And now we're deeper into this bracket. The winners are advancing, and the competition just gets better and better and better.
Yeah, Tweety won a game against Nubcakes with 2.8 health. Literally.
Yeah.
2.8 health, and he still won it. And Nubcakes had like 50 or 60.
Exactly.
It's disgusting. It was insane, to say the least. But the action just keeps getting better and better. It's getting stronger. Because like I said, we have some of the best killers out there. It is the last stop on the Pro Series before the last chance qualifier. And, everyone wants that coveted top 12. We have people travel from all over. Tekken Master coming in from halfway across the world. We had
Happy Pal and Irish Mantis coming relatively the same distance.
Yeah,
a couple countries away from Tekken Master. And, of course, we got people from the East Coast coming in. Sonic Fox making his way out to SoCal Regionals. We got Hayate coming over from Canada.
Yeah.
We got really great turnout.
Yeah, just so many people, and like we said, like everyone is playing out of their mind. Like we saw Han Rashid defeat Evo champion Rewind earlier on stream, which is something, like I said, not to discredit Han Rashid whatsoever. It's just someone that is riding such a good momentum wave and took the biggest tournament of the year in Evo, and for Han Rashid to be able to take him down, not even just keep it close, but also win it, and now has that momentum moving forward throughout the tournament. Not exactly sure how he's doing because we weren't able to check the brackets, but I'm sure he's still doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, and just saying that, I knocked out round 1, the Evo champ. That, I would feel great.
Yeah. No,
I don't know about you, but I'm like, I'm feeling myself today. Like,
it's a good time.
Yeah, you got your tournament off to a good start, like with that.
In an intense match, I mean, Han Rashid's Robin was looking very, very good. Like when he was on, it was no stopping him. You know?
And it's something that Robin's really good at doing is getting that ball rolling. You get hit by one mix-up, and then all of a sudden you have a trait on the ground, a Birdarang coming at you, and 450 more damage coming at your face too. Like,
I just don't get touched.
Yeah, you
don't get touched.
Hey, it's the first rule, right? Hey, don't get hit, dude. What are you doing? You're not supposed to get hit in this game.
No, not at all. Well, then again, you're not even supposed to block. You're supposed to dodge. And then you get chipped out.
You gotta just frame backdash every single hit, so you avoid all kinds of damage. So you're just able to whiff punish like a god.
Yeah, have an air dash. You can dodge Starfire straight. Like you just have to be all over the place.
Yeah, you gotta create a character like that.
Did I hear Black Manta?
Yeah, so
That'll be tight.
It's looking like Sonic Fox is about to play Black Manta against Hero Killer Stain Cyborg.
Whoa.
It looks like they're just about ready to go. Not sure if we're going to do one. We're going to do a test game real quick, so we'll be rolling right now.
Yeah, now we're making sure everything is all good after all the disconnects. making sure everything is rolling. I mean, we saw earlier he was picking Black Canary. If he does pick Black Manta now, I'm really excited to see, because Black Manta is another one of those characters that we don't see a lot of, but when you see a really good Black Manta, it's like his mix-ups are dirty. Like, no matter which way you put it, he has a teleport that can easily close the distance, and he's one of those characters that when, like, not like other characters, but when he really gets to play his game, you're just stuck. You're in jail.
Yeah, and what I love about Black Manta as well is his normal advancing moves. His forward two is ridiculous. Advances like halfway across the screen. He has, but not only that whole string into his eye laser builds a lot of bar and does a lot of chip. And let's see if we get to see that right now as we get into this Sonic Fox going against Hero Killer Stain, Cyborg versus Black Manta. And Sonic Fox getting that first hit, kind of going for a forward three in the corner, and Hero Killer Stain doing a very good job of just fighting his way out of there.
Ooh, activates the cube that saves himself. He's gonna be able to switch sides on Black Manta.
And that Mother Box just putting in some work for the Hero Killer Stain. And let's see if he's able to...
Laser beam to get that distance, but no.
Yes, the players are correct. Black Manta's playing Sonic Fox, and Cyborg is the Hero Killer Stain, and he's doing a very good job here at keeping Sonic Fox at bay. And that was the first projectiles I've actually seen launched out. Everything had been straight hits, straight combos. A very good job.
The most projectile we've seen is Black Manta's eye laser. And right now, just like that, Sonic Fox is going to take the first life of Hero Killer Stain.
And now Trey coming out here, the Mother Box trying to do something for Hero Killer Stain. And let's see if they can
try to set the trap.
Oh no. See, Black Manta knows these walls of Atlantis way too well, just completely able to avoid that interactable that Hero Killer Stain attempted to do. And just meter burning, rolling out of the corner. Just, I'm out, bro.
Because right now, with the meter advantage, is going to call the clash. Black Manta, is tied.
Yeah, both players deciding to wager one bar there. Hero Killer Stain does have his trait available to him, while Sonic Fox is going to teleport and get punished. And very smart decision to not want to follow anything up, even if he could, just because of that clash.
Try to go for the meaty for the damage, but gets the grab. He's going to take the first game off of Sonic Fox. He's going to go straight to rematch. Wants to do with Black Manta.
Begin.
Yeah, the Hero Killer just taking that first game off of Sonic Fox. And let's see what adjustments Sonic Fox can make with this Black Manta, deciding to stay the same, even though he has a handful of characters to his disposal. But there's that nooch game that Black Manta loves to play, outspacing Hero Killer Stain, and now getting his offense started. Here we go. All that chip damage now, built that bar, has 2 bars to work with in just a second.
Try to keep himself safe with the Mother Box. Sonic Fox able to block it as Hero Killer does chase him down, put him in the corner, gets a lot of damage off. Tries to set up the meaty trap. Is going to be enough as he takes the first life bar off of Sonic Fox.
Oh, and just starting that round off with a meter burn forward 3. We saw that earlier in the day too, coming from Han Rashid, and now Hero Killer Stain taking a page out of that book and trying to just put in this hurt with Cyborg. I have never seen a Cyborg this aggressive, and he's just doing everything he can to keep Sonic Fox in this corner, but Sonic Fox going to throw him away.
Switching, close the distance. The Mother Box is going to stop him right in his tracks. Get some space for Hero Killer.
Hero Killer playing very solid here, and now going to get a punish on that teleport again.
So close to death. Doesn't want to give him the... Very smart. Didn't want to give him the clash.
Yeah, that was super smart. Down one. Not only did it not cause him the clash, but after Sonic Fox blocked that down 1, the chip was guaranteed off of the Sonic Boom. Boom, baby! That's what Cyborg told him.
Yeah. It was a booyah.
Oh, yeah, booyah.
Booyah. And Sonic Fox is going to actually stick with Black Manta. Honestly, kind of surprised. Thought maybe the Red Hood matchup would have been a little bit better for him. But Black Manta has some of the dopest costumes in this game as he opens up.
Oh, catches Hero Killer with that low, going to connect with the forward 3, take him all the way to the corner. And this is exactly where Sonic Fox wants to be. But just a forward dash out of the corner. Not today. You are not locking me down, sir. I am the hero killer. The pro heroes will have nothing against me. Here we go. Is the hero killer staying using the interactable?
Man, that mother box saved him so much because Sonic Fox did wake up to get that grab.
Yeah, the mother box have saved the hero killer a couple times. Even when hero killer gets hit, the mother box does not go away. The trait is still there. It's ready to blow up. But just as I'm saying that, Sonic Fox able to take that health bar.
Connect in the air, immediately forcing Killer Stain to activate trait.
Can't stop me.
Man, you're right. That helmet is sick.
It's dope. All the helmets are sick.
Yeah.
Ooh, immediately close the distance, slamming hero killer down.
They're gonna spend
Good
that.
damage from Sonic Fox.
Very good damage here, spending the bar, has the corner positioning. This is looking like all Sonic Fox right now. Just floats right over that wake-up sweep from the hero killer, not allowing him to put out his trait and just going for the missiles now. This is potentially
Ooh.
chip territory, but now Sonic Fox has wasted the bar. Hero killer getting that goal.
Yeah, but it's going to be very difficult for hero killer now. He doesn't even have Clash available.
They have a sliver of health to work with, and against Black Manta, it's not a very good position to be with those eye beams.
Sonic Fox puts himself on the board. He's not going down without a fight.
Yeah, Sonic Fox has made losers runs before, but I'm sure he would love to stay in the winner's bracket. So
Yeah.
let's see if he could keep this momentum going. Hero Killer taking a second just to get some hand warmers going, you know?
Yeah.
Try to
He'll warm up a little bit.
Yeah, compose yourself. These pauses between matches, once you get into the scene and you start playing these competitive games, you can really feel the pressure. So it's very important to just, hey, when you need to breathe, breathe. This is your time.
What was the difference in that game was Sonic Fox wasn't overcommitting with the teleports.
Yeah.
This time instead, he was being very smart and very selective when he decided to go in. And now already starting off with a lot of damage on the Cyborg, but Cyborg does switch sides, calls out the mother box.
Jumping right over that low and just, we're playing Super Mario Brothers real quick. Here's Hero Killer. Just jumping all over the place. Now he has to hold all of this block pressure, trying to press buttons just a little bit too early and getting caught again. Look at all this. He's so quick to just take away all of this health. He did not even get hit by a big combo. It was just all of these stray hits.
And the teleport to stop Cyborg from jumping back. Sonic Fox looks like he got the read now and is very comfortable with this matchup.
Yeah, this is looking completely different right now for Sonic Fox. The matchup has completely changed, and now Hero Killer allowing Sonic Fox to put on all of this pressure. Sonic Fox looking very good right now. Gonna keep this going. Get back over here. Take some Scorpion right now.
Oh, Sonic Fox catching Hero Killer, trying to press buttons.
Oh, just giving a couple fireballs to the face there. Sonic Fox gonna jump right over Granny's wheelchair. And this has the toilet available.
With still Clash available to him, Sonic Fox does have the meter advantage. So even if Killer Satan wants this Clash, still won't be a good look for him.
Here comes Hero Killer Stain chasing that down, but great recognition there by Sonic Fox to just...
Ooh, and just teleports through to get that chip and tie it up 2-2 as we're going to game 5.
We got another game 5 for everybody right now watching. So hyped. Sonic Fox bringing it all the way back from being down 2-0. And now it is the Hero Killer that needs to do something.
I mean, he's taking a second to think about it. I mean, like you said, is known for his Cyborg. Who knows if he has another pocket character? But currently, that is... He did very well at the beginning, but now Sonic Fox is playing his game, not giving him any kind of pressure. Is not overcommitting with the teleports.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big difference that we've seen, that Hero Killer was not able to even play his game, not able to shoot many projectiles off, not able to get any pressure started, because it was just Sonic Fox running this relentless onslaught of forward advancing normals and eye lasers that have been working out for him.
Can we see, look, just comment on how dope Black Manta's helmet is right now? Every helmet's so sick.
Yeah, that one's like a little Cyclops helmet, you know, just looking
Fighters approaching Atlanta.
so dope, man. Excited for that Aquaman movie too. Hopefully we get some new Black Manta gear and Injustice.
retied,
Yeah, retied, right?
Ooh, he tried to get out of there, but no, Sonic Fox not giving him any room to breathe.
And this is the exact same start that happened in the last 2 games with Sonic Fox getting an early hit and an early life lead, and the pressure just does not stop after that. Finally, Hero Killer able to get a trait off and get these projectiles started. This is exactly what he needs to do. Play his game.
Right now, keeping that distance. You know, Sonic Fox closing in. Comes a mother box.
Not sure what happened there.
Now Sonic's anticipating the mother box. I don't think he's been hit with it very much the past couple games. Oh, switches sides on him. But no, good block from Sonic Fox.
Yeah, he wasn't able to continue it, able to get the first 2 hits and then drops it at the end. And now this is looking like it's going to turn into Sonic Fox's favor. But the Hero Killer shooting one more projectile, able to get that first health bar. That's huge.
Yeah, any damage that Cyborg can do now is just going to be extra credit. But no, now it's even.
Yeah, this is as even as it gets. 1 bar. No. Oh, Hero Killers, both players still have their clash, excuse me. And now Sonic Fox using that bar to push him away.
Yeah, get that distance, does Killer Stain, but
here comes more pressure from the Hero Killer, charging up that Booyah Blast.
that mother box trying to protect him as much as he can. Try to run in, but no, forcing him to clash.
Superman, I'd stop you. I'm not the victim here.
And now Sonic Fox has all that bar to work with, gonna get 15% damage off of the Hero Killer's health. And now, but this is the Hero Killer's chance, has the corner, has the knockdown.
Ooh, forcing Sonic to clash now.
This is anybody's game again.
Yeah,
Down
that
to
was
game 5.
That was a lot of damage, but Sonic is gonna get a little bit of health back here.
This is going to be 420 to 546. Ooh. Anybody's game to take right now. Hero Killer has to make a couple more good decisions.
Get the push off. What's he going to do? Ooh, the teleport connects. He's going to get the bounce. No clash available, so all this damage is here. Oh, Pixel trying to go for a move. So close. What's the mix-up?
Push block here from Hero Killer.
Oh.
Gets caught calling it Trey, and Sonic Fox takes that. Popping off for the crowd. He is able to bring that back. The reverse burger. 3. Oh, on the Hero Killer, just walking off stage. So close, 1 read away, and Sonic Fox calling out the trait and just closing out that set. Wow.
He called out that mother box expecting it to save him. It just did not come in time, and Sonic took full advantage of that, would apply the pressure and was able to defeat Hero Killer Stain. Wow. No matter what, that was a good match. He pushed Sonic to the limit. It went to the very last little bit. Like, it was intensely close, and Hero Killer Stain fortunately goes down to Sonic Fox. I mean, look, the adjustments from Sonic Fox and Hero Killer Stain made some adjustments, but unfortunately just a little bit too late. And Sonic was able to run away with it.
Yeah, and that last set, the story that just played out, the first 2 games all Hero Killer, the next 2 games all Sonic Fox, and just like in those Twee Nubs games, just like in every other set that's been happening today, 1 decision, 1 mistake, and it is done.
Yeah, very, very risky to go for the mother box call there because, I mean, it's such a long startup and recovery. Yeah. It's a very good tool to keep yourself safe, but especially so late. Mm-hmm. And he knew that. Yeah. I think he knew that. I don't like as you saw, he just walked off stage. I think he was more mad at himself than anything else for going for that. Because I mean, look, at the end of the day, there's no shame whatsoever losing to Sonic Fox.
No,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I was still winner's bracket. He's still in this. Hopefully he's able to really analyze like, oh, why did I do that? What could I have done? You know, go back. Try to figure it out. Try to make his loser's run. Shake it off. You know, you can't keep that salt with you when you still have your loser's run to make.
But we do have a great match that I'm really excited for coming up. We have Deoxys taking on Hayate. That one looks to be pretty hype. Now that last match was super hype. I'm excited for the next one. It's gonna be like like we said, this tournament is getting so much better the deeper we go in because it's that stacked.
And now, of course, Hayate, known to be one of the best Robins. I think Han wants to give him a run for his money with the way he's playing today. But our first time seeing Hayate on stream right now, arguably the best Robin going against Deoxys, who's known to play Blue Beetle.
The best Robin versus the best Blue Beetle, in my opinion, going on right now. Like I said, I mean, you know, like I said, very good Robin, but Hayate's been day one.
Yeah, and Hayate's been the man that's been traveling all across the country and earning those IPS points. So, of course, we have more gameplay from Hayate to go to if you're not from SoCal at least. But this matchup right here, I'm excited to see. We got Deoxys, Hayate.
This one promises to be really good. Excited. I mean, look, that last match, people are still talking about it. As we're going through a button check right now. Hayate's just like, cool.
He's
Do
like,
your thing.
He's gonna wait for him to be done. You good? You done? Now here comes Hayate's button check. Gotta make sure everything is set and ready to go.
All right, already connecting that B&B. Yeet. Feels good. They both feel good going into it.
And again, I can't pick a favorite in this matchup. Both these players, such phenomenal combatants, such amazing competitors, and really anybody set again to take.
Exactly. Let's go right into it. Blue Beetle jumps over Robin, trying to connect. Good down two.
Yes, teaches Batman. You got to watch out for that 6-frame down two that Blue Beetle has. His trainer did give it to him, and now the beautiful interrupt on the string from Robin, and Deoxys just backing away. You can't run away from that sword forever.
Ooh, the trade was able to call it just before it ran out.
And these players are playing so patient right now, just kind of walking back from each other, picking their spot. Really, was that a punish?
Yes, it was.
That was a punish for a lot of damage, and now good job here by Deoxys blocking that interactable, but getting a little angsty, pressing a button on the Bird-a-ring.
Now Hayate does have the lead, and he threw out the blue battering, able to connect. Blue Beetle trying to jump away. That's going to take full advantage of that.
And this is our last game before top 8. So this is big right here. Nice job there by Deoxys. Still sitting in the winner's bracket. So this means, though, that off stream, Deoxys was able to take it over Big D.
Yeah.
And let's see if he's able to take it over another big name player here in Hayate.
Your mediocrity is killing me.
Now Hayate looking like he's running away with it.
Hayate sitting on a big life lead here. And with Robin out on the screen, it's only one combo away from death. But let's see if Deoxys is able to get that Blue Beetle mix going. We haven't seen much of it today because it's been a pretty slow-paced games here for Deoxys, but
just like that, able to take the first life. A lot of damage to Hayate is going to react.
Oh, tries to get him with a down one to bounce cancel, but not working out for him, unfortunately. That trade's still on the ground. Deoxys has to be careful.
Ooh, it goes in the back three. Good air escape from Deoxys, but no, Hayate able to chase him down because that's the strongest tool of Robin. His sword, such good reach, is able to punish pretty much almost anything.
Yeah, it is so hard to air escape on Robin. You really have to pick the exact correct moment. And there's only a couple situations where you're able to do it, or else he's just chasing you right back down with those far-reaching sword normals.
Ooh, goes to the over, gets him trapped with the interactable.
Here's the setup here from Hayate. Tries to be tricky a little bit with that plus frame blue Bird-a-ring. And now it's Deoxys switching the corner here, catching him with the forward 3.
All this damage here in the corner. Ooh, a nice meter bird forward 3. You do a lot of damage here. Oh, drops it. Good punish. He knew the gap in the string.
It's the second time we've seen Deoxys blow up a gap in Robin's string. He definitely studied this matchup. He knew this might have been the winner's finals to make it in the top 8, and you know both these boys want it.
As Blue Beetle's just gonna keep throwing projectiles, take the first life bar here.
Deoxys still has not taken a hit since this round started, taking a little bit of chip here. Nice blocks on the counter forward 3. And oh no, Hayate just dropping that to end it and getting swept.
Now that Bird-a-ring is gone, not on the floor anymore, not a threat to Deoxys right now. Now here it comes back. Just goes for the safe Assassin Strike to make sure he's able to take the first life bar.
And sometimes you just got to keep it simple. You don't got to go for the fancy combo. Just close it out because that hit's going to do it.
Here comes the clash.
Scarab says no.
That's fair. That's going to get attack damage off, deal 15% here.
So Hayate going to take another 15%, but not have any bar to work with. Now has 1 bar.
Hayate applying that pressure. Good defense from Deoxys. Finally gets some opening on him. But not enough for full combo.
Now both players resetting everything, going back to full screen. Deoxys trying to shoot some projectiles off here, and you have to be very careful with those jump-ins from Robin. They reach a little far.
Just a tad bit.
Just a tad bit. Half screen. Now both players feeling each other out again. This has been the pace of this match just slowed down completely. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Deoxys knows he can't let Hayate get too close. Why not trying to keep that distance? Oh, and then he gets called interactable himself as Deoxys turns it right around and takes game 2.
Yeah, he even meter burned that interactable to make sure that he was not going to get caught by anything at all. So very smart play there by Deoxys. It set his tie up at 1 apiece.
It's going to be very interesting to see how Hayate is going to be able to adjust. I mean, good adjustment from Deoxys in general. I think he just wants to switch up the map.
And Hayate again, that little pause you need. Maybe you just need to change your song that's playing on your phone, send a text message, say, hey, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, man, sometimes the shuffle doesn't work in your favor. You know, you have to press it again. Sometimes you got to press it a couple times. You want the right song. As you're going to right, ooh. Starts it off with a down 2.
Hayate starting things off strong. Has his straight out still on the floor. It's about to run out. Let's see if he calls it back. And no, he's not going to have the opportunity because Deoxys is just going to smack him right in the face.
Ooh, as Deoxys is going to open up. He'll open up in the corner. Do a lot of damage here. Hayate in a very tough position, but fights his way back. Able to switch sides. Did not want the screen transition, so did not back 3.
Yeah, very smart decision there by Deoxys. Still maintaining this corner pressure here. Going to get this mix going, and the Assassin Strike's going to get him right out of it. Into the DP. This is going to hurt. Into another setup as well for Hayate. Going to sweep his legs right out from under him. And here comes a shield bash pressure from Deoxys trying to get something started, but that's dead.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, Deoxys came out so strong. Had Robin pretty much jailed in the corner. Couldn't do anything. But Hayate, being very patient, was able to fight out of it and now has the lead.
So
good roll for him.
Yeah, meter boarding his way out of that corner. Does not want anything to do with it, especially against Robin. Both characters become so much scarier in the corner.
And good patience from Blue Beetle to catch Robin off the interactable.
Again, the pace of this matchup once one player.
Ooh, the down 2 not connecting. And Deoxys taking full advantage of this.
Trying to scout out that Assassin Strike there by Hayate is Deoxys. And now again has him in the corner, able to confirm that. That's going to be a full combo, but a quick clash.
He does have a lot of meters, so he can recover a lot of health here. So much in side spin. Side spin 3. Wants to keep one for himself.
And Deoxys is going to spend his 1 bar, so now he's sitting at a meter disadvantage here. Let's see if that comes back to bite him, or if he's able to build one quickly. Quick sweep there by Deoxys.
Oof.
He's blowing up those gaps.
That's what I'm saying. Good knowledge from Deoxys, able to blow up the gaps.
Yeah, he's definitely studied this matchup, knows where all the Robin's gaps are, and not letting Hayate get away with that for free.
Ooh, the Burnerang connects. Is so perfect for Hayate, but unfortunately, Clash is available. Hayate going to use 2 bars to deal more damage. Still has a bar available to him.
Yeah, 2 bars, and now he has 1 bar just to tie up these health bars if he's able to get a hit, but eating the shield right to the dome like that is not going to help him out.
Ooh.
And this could be death here, and that's going to be 2-1 for Deoxys.
That could have been anyone's game at that point, but Deoxys gets the opening and is able to take down Hayate in game 3.
Blue Beetle showing that I got these swords too.
I got the scarabs.
I got these scarabs real quick for you. Don't worry about it.
And now let's see how Hayate is going to adjust. I mean, look, he definitely needs to not commit too much to the strings, because even though the Grand Pressure, obviously Deoxys knows this matchup very well and has taken full advantage of almost any string gap that's been put out there.
Every string gap you see Deoxys getting off that down 2 and really making Hayate pay for wanting to throw out that full string. Just
Begin.
not when he knows.
You take those.
Yeah, you take those. I would like to see him maybe stagger, maybe count into a forward 3. Do something to mix it up. So
now just out of range from the sword. What good Good air dash from Deoxys to be able to take care of Robin, putting him in the corner.
Oh, and that was so tricky there by the Oxys. That was a triple overhead, I believe, and now he puts himself in the corner. Going to stay there, too. Does not want to change the side yet, because Hayate is going to do it for him with his big damaging combo here from Robin and throw him back in the corner.
See, Robin just has such good damage output. That's why even when he's far behind, he can easily even it out. He's right now looking very close.
Yeah, as long as they are on the same health bar, life lead do not really matter to Robin. And once he gets a big life lead like this, he gets a lot more comfy.
Yes, and right now, Deoxys is sitting with full meter advantage. Ooh, Tate able to use the Batarang trait as soon as the round started.
See,
all his damage.
There he baited out the down 2 right there on the string. Very good adjustment by Hayate, getting a punish on the down 2 as well. You can't throw that out for free either, Deoxys. Now it's becoming a mind game between the gaps.
But now Blue Beetle has to activate Clash. He's going to spend most of his bars, spending 3, get 25% health back, keep himself in the game, but now he loses no more accessibility to Clash.
And Hayate hasn't even lost his first health bar. And all this is just free damage that Hayate is getting on Deoxys. He's going to wake up with the Assassin Strike, get another little tick of damage. Just got up too early.
Yeah, just a little. The projectile is going to connect. And Robin's still sitting pretty with a life advantage and Clash available to him.
Oh, and tries to catch him with the overhead, but a beautiful interrupt there by Hayate.
Good face from Hayate. He waited. He knew the air escape was coming. And he's going to take the next game. And now we move on to game 5.
We got another game 5 to make it into top 8. Here we go. Hayate, Deoxys is taking it all the way.
It's so good.
It's been too hype of a day, man. And we haven't even reached top 8. This is pool still.
No, it's still pools. This is insane. Taking a second before they choose. They're both thinking about it.
Robin. Fighters
Both players
approaching.
need to make sure they're good and ready to go. Deoxys, Hayate, 2-2, Robin, Blue Beetle, 4 top 8.
It's going to be so exciting. I mean, both players deserve it, but only one can take it. See, that's how you know Robin means business. He even took off the cape. No hood, no cape.
He wants no distractions right now.
Not at all.
And Blue Beetle put on the super armor too. You saw it?
Yeah.
And now here we go. It's a good start for Deoxys. He's going to get that back 3 after the meter burn. This is tricky here. Oh, beautiful
Almost
blocks,
with
but you
size on it.
cannot block forever. Hayate getting opened up again by the meter burn down projectile. Here we go. Deoxys, all the momentum in his favor right now.
It's such a big life lead. Gate has a lot to come back from, but like we mentioned, Robin does have the capabilities.
I love the decision there by Deoxys just to back up. Has a very good sized life lead right now. And now,
Good from Hayate to stop the string as soon as he could. And he still caught Deoxys on the air escape, but not a full combo.
there's Deoxys trying to get him with the sweep. Letting the full combo go that time. See, now Deoxys is not trying to interrupt every single time, and Hayate is taking advantage of this situation.
Yeah, that Batarang was so clutch in the air. Catches him again, but no, did not capitalize.
Yeah, he could have gotten the down 2 off there, but not able to capitalize on the situation, as you were saying, Cheyenne. And now it's looking like Deoxys is going to take this first round. The chip did not do it, but that one is.
Yeah. Backdash still gets hit by it.
Oh, my goodness, this is so close still. If Deoxys has to make the most use out of this gray bar that he can.
He teleported!
That's the first time Hayate teleported too, and it worked out for him into the down 2, boys. Welcome to SoCal.
Teleported right under him and was able to take the life bar. No extra credit for Deoxys. He's going to get a big combo here. Ooh,
Tries to
switch
cross
sides.
him. Yeah, tries to cross him up with the forward 3, but the late wake up there from Deoxys is going to get him out of the situation, but he's right back in that corner. It does not matter. Hold all this pressure. This Assassin Strike, you're not punishing that. How?
Switches, gets out of there, and so does Hayate.
They're just jumping off of this interactable right now. It is anybody's game still. Hayate with a sizable lead, but the clash is still available here for Deoxys, and Hayate wants to make sure he cannot use it. Is Hayate going to clash? No, he is not.
Gets the Assassin Strike. So much damage. The Batarang goes right over Deoxys. So open up forces Hayate to clash.
He has suspended.
He has to. I mean, you have to. The clash tied, as we expected. So close to death is Blue Beetle, but Robin does not have the capabilities from afar. Oh! The trade, and Hayate's going to take it over Deoxys.
That
jump
hitbox
three.
from Robin's jump 3, just so good. Meeting with
So much
Deoxys
damage.
down to, both were taught by Batman. Apparently, a sword makes a difference.
Oh man, that was such a good. I mean, it was a trade, but his 3 has so much damage and so much reach. That's why I was able to take it over Deoxys. I see KP giving some love to the PG teammate Hayate. I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, Deoxys put on a great match. It was super close, came down to the wire, but Hayate moving forward, and I believe Deoxys is still in it, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just moving on to the loser side, but Hayate making it to top 8.
Yeah, so it's Hayate making it top 8 winners. Deoxys going down to the loser bracket. Still has a couple more matches to play before we could say that he is in top 8, but we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, definitely been insane pools, especially going towards the end. I mean, just the last couple matches. I mean, and some upsets and some not so upsets. It's like saw Gert take out Scar with insane Adam play. We saw Sonic Fox reverse 3-0
on
Hero Killer. On a very, very intense and close matchup. Yes. And you just saw Hayate take out Deoxys, one of the youngest and strongest players out there in Justice right now. Yeah. His Blue Beetle is phenomenal. And Hayate was able to adjust and take it.
And in the beginning of the day, we started off with a round 1 elimination of the Evo champ by Han Rashid. Very close set on that one as well. And it's just been rolling. We've been rolling. We've been having hype sets, and there's still more to come.
Yeah, there definitely is. I mean, as we get ready for our next matchup here. Oh, wait, no, that was the last one to make it to top 8, right?
Yeah, that was the last one before top 8, I believe.
I mean, top 8 is going to be insane,
Yes,
to say the least. I mean, pools were insane. There's no reason why top 8 wouldn't. And like we said, this is the last chance for a lot of people to get those points and to either keep their spot or get a spot. It's like so many things can shuffle after this tournament, which is why all the top players came out. They want to get those points. They want to protect their points. They want to make sure that nobody out here takes their spot, or they want to come and get it.
Exactly.
You know? It's gonna be good stuff. But yeah, it's definitely been, like I said, a hell of a tournament. It's been intense back and forth. We saw a lot of character variety, which is always great. You know.
And of course, we're gonna see continued character variety. But stick with us. We'll see you after the break.